all I know is if I was Batman, I'd have sex with Batgirl. Barbara Gordon? Oh, yeah. We are live.
Live from Pennsylvania. It's Monday night.
Yeah, hello everybody who's not here yet because it takes people like a couple minutes to come rolling in. Oh, we got 2 people.
Hey, Cinema Sickness is live now.
Oh.
That's what my phone says.
Who don't want to watch those videos? Well, anybody watch Cinema Sickness has no life. All right, how's everybody doing? Sorry, getting everybody set up here. Howdy, y'all, says Pastor Muppets. Yo, Joe, says Metro. Bad Quinn, hey, Joe, hey, Dave. So I'm pull you guys up here on the big screen so I can actually see what you're saying. Maybe. And pop out chat. What up, Dave and Joe, says Dave. Any second now. There we go. Hey, I can read what you guys are saying now. All right. Ugh.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Dr. Nick. Let's move you guys there a little bit. There we go. Hey, you guys. Party on, dudes. Hello, fellow media enthusiasts. I like that. Is that what we are? Are we media enthusiasts?
Well, I do think the town of Media, Pennsylvania is a good town. I think I'm enthusiastic about Media, Pennsylvania.
I do enjoy the one time I went there hunting for media, and I was like, I'm hunting for media in media. They got a really cool, wow, I forgot about that place. That game store that had all those DVDs in back, and we were supposed to go back out there and look through them, and we never did.
If you ever want to go back, that's the town I grew up.
I should probably contact them. I never did that.
It's actually the next door to the town I grew up in. I grew up in Springfield, which is right next to Media, but.
And where the Simpsons are from.
Yes, the Simpsons. You know, I don't know if anyone saw, but Tampa J posted a new video today. He did Rocky filming locations, which means he was or is currently in our town and didn't call us.
He could have been here for the live stream.
What the heck, Jay?
Did you contact him?
Well, I sent him a message now. I said, "What? No call, no text." But yeah, Jay, come on, man.
Yeah, you could have.
I thought we were pals. I thought we were like this.
You should have had him invite him over to the live stream.
I should have.
Oh well.
You're not, Tommy. It was supposed to be like this, Tommy. You screwed up. You took Rocky. That's Rocky.
Horrible
Rocky 5.
What's my favorite Winnie the Pooh movie, Vinny? I guess just Many Adventures. So Winnie the Pooh, the classic, probably. People ask when I know how my weekend was. My weekend was fine. And then Joe, how was your weekend?
My weekend was okay. It was perfectly okay. It was a weekend. I'll say that. It was definitely a weekend. There was a week, and then the week ended. And then there were 2 days. And, you know.
Well, technically the week ended and the week started on the weekend.
Yeah, you know. Yeah. It was, that's how it goes.
They should call it the weekend start.
Yeah. Sam asked how I like his
depending on what part of the country or the world you're in, though. Because in some parts of the world, Saturday and Sunday are actually the end of the week. But here in the United States, our week starts on Sunday.
Yes. Sam asked how I liked his podcast. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Keep it up. For all your podcasting questions, I do recommend the book Podcasting for Dummies by my good friend Mr. Chuck Tomasi and his co-author T. Morris. That is the book to have for all your... Oh my God, Chuck Tomasi... on the Technorama podcast, every week he asks the question of the week. And this week, the question of the week, he puts it up on Facebook, is, what work do you never want to see adapted into a movie? And I responded, Podcasting for Dummies.
Nice. I like it.
Kyle asked why I don't like Die Hard 4. Well, let's be fair. I don't like Die Hard 5 either.
Well, yeah.
But I think Die Hard 4 is just a little worse than Die Hard 5. Just a little. They're neck and neck though. They're both really crappy.
Wait, 5 is the one in Russia, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's only a modicum better than 4. But
I
why
would say that's complete. I think 4 is pretty decent.
I mean, they're
5, I don't hate 5. A lot of people dislike 5. I don't hate it, but I'm not gonna sit here and tell you it's great.
I'd say I hate 4 and 5. I would just say 5 is maybe slightly better.
I'd say 5 is worse.
They turned John McClane into a superhero. Like, I mean, he was the guy in the first movie. He was the normal guy who was in the wrong situation at the wrong time.
So he's like every other action.
Well, yeah,
hero.
but that kind of takes away what was special about him. I mean, he was a guy who just was in the wrong place at the wrong time. You know, it was just a guy who got invited to the company party by mistake. You know, it's
but you know, because most people can fall down an elevator shaft and then hang on really quick. Most people can wrap a hose around them, jump off a building, and then kick through or shoot through a window. Yeah,
I can wrap a hose around myself. But yeah, then the fourth one you get to just gets ridiculous. Like, you just took down a plane with a car. Yeah, I ran out of bullets. It's like, oh, come on, man. Come on. Yeah, they
were
just
all
ruined.
They're all kind of ridiculous.
They ruined McClane.
It feels very similar to the Indiana Jones argument.
How so?
About how everybody's always like, oh, Indiana Jones 4 is way over the top. And it's like, well, so is 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Die Hard 1
1,
wasn't over the top. No, they got progressively more over the top as
Yeah.
they went. Like 2 and 3 started to escalate it, but 4 was where they hit the point of no return where he's taking out planes with a car.
I guess.
I mean, come
I don't
on.
know. Didn't bother me.
Gary asked if I'm still
oh.
looking for a co-host for Crazy After Dark. Well, Gary, you got to come to Philly though. You got to be in Delaware, or not Delaware County, Montgomery County, Pennsylvania, every Wednesday. Can you do that?
I'd do it if I didn't have a child. Although, when my wife,
his wife,
starts working mornings instead of evenings, I could change.
Morning drive.
What?
Is your wife doing morning drive on the radio?
No.
That would be something.
The only problem is I'd have to figure out how I'm going to make a video if I come out to see you. But maybe, depending on what time it is, maybe I could always, when I'm on the way out to you, I could stop at a Goodwill, film something, and then head out to you. We'll see. We'll figure that out. That's not going to be till October, but it's a possibility. So how my night's free. Hash Brown, I've never watched Kenan and Kel. I've never seen a single episode of Kenan and Kel. That was past my time of Nickelodeon. Like all that and stuff I never watched. Not my type of thing. Metro says he lives in Georgia. He says no Google Hangout.
I don't want to do that for the live streams. Every now and then, sure.
I've never used that.
But it's a little easier, like when we're sitting here, like when it's done via like something like Google Hangout. The Google Hangout I don't even think exists anymore.
Oh.
But I think there's something that replaced it. So it's like you could still do the same thing, but you're always afraid you're going to step on the other person, like you're going to talk at the same time.
Oh, it does that thing where it goes back and forth.
Right,
yeah,
right.
I forgot about that. That's kind of annoying.
It's a little. It's easier to do something like where you use Skype, but then it's not live. Then it's not live. You can use Skype, then put it up after the fact, which is what I did when Serial at Midnight and I did some stuff together. We used Skype, but it wasn't live then. So you lose the live chat. So you can do stuff together, but, you know. Louise asked Mandalorian or Picard. I would have to say so far, and granted, we're only halfway through the season, but so far, given the choice between those two, I would choose the Mandalorian. Picard is very slow moving. Episode 4, there's only 10 episodes in the season. And in episode 4, they were still an hour.
Okay.
But they were still putting the team together in episode 4, and I'm like, you know what? Let's go on the mission. Let's go on the mission now. You're still putting your team together, and we're almost halfway through the season. But
I haven't seen either. I don't have Disney Plus. What's Picard on?
CBS All Access.
And that's another streaming thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have that either. If they release them, I'm really hoping. See, I don't. Picard, yeah, I would pick it up if it was released and I could find it for a good price. But I'm like, I could live without ever seeing Picard because I'm not some huge Star Trek fan. I mean, I like Star Trek, but I'm not some big fan of it. Mandalorian, I'm really hoping eventually gets a Blu-ray release because I really want to see it. I hear it's fantastic. I hope it's as good as everybody says, and it's just not building all this hype and then it ends up being eh. Funko is coming out with a Jurassic Park board game. I think there's a Laura Dern figure in it. Nice. I'm about to get that.
Obi's Planet asks what our favorite movie of all time is. I gotta go with Back to the Future trilogy. The Back to the Future trilogy are my 3 favorite movies of all time.
Big Busty Asians 3.
That goes well with Blow Me Sandwich. Oh, I meant Blank Me Sandwich. Sorry,
Blank Me Sandwich t-shirts now available. Go to cinemasickness.com.
I just slipped what the real title was.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to do that.
Well, whatever. We can't be too PG.
It's not for kids. This is not for kids.
We can't be too PG anymore. Apparently. I was gonna say. No, I don't know. I don't have like a favorite movie. People ask me that all the time. I just don't have one. I like a lot of movies. I usually just say Young Frankenstein to kind of shut people up, but I mean Young Frankenstein is one of my favorite movies. But I mean I like House of Corpses and Innkeepers and I mean Back to the Future. I mean there's just so many good movies out there. It's hard to pick one. There's definitely a handful of movies I could just watch over and over and over again.
If you were, I could give you like 10 of my favorites.
Yeah, that'd be easier.
I'd go with Back to the Future trilogy. I'd go with The Wrath of Khan, The Empire Strikes Back, Rocky, E.T. These are Planet of the Apes, the original. These are in my favorites.
So many of those movies are not on my list.
Psycho.
Well, Psycho maybe, yeah. So that'd be my favorite horror. It's definitely my favorite Hitchcock movie. I just got did you see the Psycho model kit I picked up?
No.
Yeah, I picked this weekend out with John. Picked up a vintage, like 1990 something, early 90s model kit for the Bates mansion. Mm. It was still. I mean, it was still everything was inside, all brand new, still in its packaging. It's awesome.
By the way, where's Booth Babe Greg been? He hasn't even been in the chat lately. I haven't seen him anywhere.
I did message him a couple days ago. He was nice. He said he missed me. I don't think we'll be seeing BBG until.
If he really missed you, he'd be in the chat, but he's not. Doesn't miss you that much.
Everybody go on. If you're on your phones right now, head on to.
Go over to his channel and on his latest video, comment and say.
Oh snap! Now go onto his Instagram and say, "Why aren't you on the chat?" But yeah, you'll be seeing him when we go to Galacticon, which is on the 14th. Is that the second Saturday of the month? 14th? Yeah. 14th, I think. Second Saturday of March. I believe that's the 14th, if I'm not mistaken. You'll be seeing him then. He'll be there.
Movie Man asks if we know that Spielberg and Ford are making Indy 5. Yes, I'll believe it when I see it. They've been taking too long.
Apparently from what I hear, it's actually happening, though, right?
Yeah. You know what I would like to see them do? I would like to see them make an Indy 5 with Harrison Ford as Indy. But then I would like to see them make an Indy 6 with Alden Ehrenreich, the guy who played Han Solo in Solo, as the younger Indiana Jones, but with Harrison Ford narrating the movie like he's telling a story about when he was younger. This reminds me of the time I went on the quest for that. And then we cut back to Alden Ehrenreich. I think that would be...
What happens to his son? Is he going to be in the movie?
Probably not, just because everybody hated him, but I think he should be. Vinny says, "Hey, Crazy Joe, just saw your movie theater adventure videos with Birds of Prey and Fantasy Island. It was great. Your tagline should be dinner and a movie." Didn't Jon Favreau already take that one, though?
I swear I saw some super chats pop up, but they didn't pop up on here.
Really? I didn't see any.
Hold on.
Super chat.
Yeah.
Super chat.
Yeah, we got two. Oh, I don't know why they're not popping up on here.
Did they say profane things?
No. Was it Obi's Planet Films, 99 cents super chat, and it's Antoine.
Says sup guys.
Sup guys, a 199 super chat. Thank you very much. I don't know why.
Yeah,
that's weird.
It didn't actually pop up on the smaller screen here.
No, the bigger screen.
I
saw them pop. Yeah, I saw them pop up on that screen, but they didn't pop up here. That's weird.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
I don't know what's going on. I think everybody should just send me super chats to see if we can get to work again.
But we don't have Super Chat Hippo with us.
Nah. Oh, there we go. They're just. Is it just really late?
Oh, maybe there's a delay.
Wow, there's a big delay. That's what it is.
Hey, everybody.
That's
I'm
weird.
getting a call from my mom.
Oh.
There she is. She just got back from Florida. Should I take the call in the air? No.
That's weird. There must be a big delay going on for some reason. That's strange. I don't know what that's about. Just as long as it keeps going.
Connor asks what I thought of the Back to the Future animated series. I gotta be honest, not a fan.
It's okay.
Not a fan. Jesse asks, do I like the Joe Dante movie Explorers? I love the movie Explorers. That is a great movie.
Laughing at 11 what Caleb said. A day with Caleb from the twins. He just said hi from Slinky Dog Dash in Hollywood Studios. There's a finger I want to stick up right now. I'll be there in 4 days. 4 days. That's it, Caleb. No DVC perks for you. Oh.
Sean says Born or Mission Impossible. That's easy. Mission Impossible. Not the first one, though. Mission Impossible 1 and 2 are terrible.
Yeah.
But everything from 3 on is great.
Louise, I'll show what you're doing, but they're hiding because it's middle fingers. Have you seen Pokemon Indigo League? Yes, I have. Hash browns.
Have you driven a Ford lately?
No. Pat David, I watched Toy Story 4. It was good.
Toy Story 4.
I was I mean, I said before with the movie, it's one of those weird things where it's like I think 3 ended fine. I don't think 4 needed to be made, and even watching the movie I'm like, this movie doesn't feel like, for me anyway, it didn't feel like it needed to happen. Like, it didn't feel like it was this continuation that really needed to be there. Oh my gosh. My throat's already drying up. This continuation we really needed, but at the same time, it was a really good movie, so I'm kind of like, okay.
I think it provided better closure than 3. I think it was a better final chapter than 3.
But
3 was a good final chapter, but I think 4 was a better final chapter because it definitively ended the story, whereas the third
how did 4 definitively end the story?
Well, I mean,
we don't know who knows what Bo Peep and
well, unless you're going to do stories about Woody and Bo Peep's adventures away from
we don't know what they're gonna do. We don't know what the other toys are still doing.
Yeah,
I think 3 was just a good ending. Okay, they went off to Bonnie, and now Bonnie's gonna play with them, and then from there it's like when that movie ended, I didn't think to myself, oh, I wonder when it's going to happen next. I just kind of assumed, all right, they're going to live out the rest of their life, with Bonnie until she gets older, and then I didn't really think about it after that. I didn't really think what's going to happen in like 13 years when Bonnie wants to get rid of the toys. That didn't even cross my mind at that point. I thought just good closure. But at the end of 4, then I was curious. I'm like, well, okay, where are they going, and where are they going? What's going to happen? Now I have more questions now. Questions that I never had before.
I think the Toy Story movies got progressively better as they went on. Like I think Toy Story 4 is my favorite of all the Toy Stories, and Toy Story 3 is my second favorite of all the Toy Stories, and Toy Story 2 is my third favorite of all the Toy Stories.
I don't know which ones I don't know what order to put them in, but. Kayla's about to get on the ride. Yeah. I'm not gonna let you ride any of the rides on the DVC night.
Just remember, the ride doesn't count if Jim Varney isn't doing the voice of it.
And Caleb, I'd just like to point out that you're in Walt Disney World. There's only one ride in Walt Disney World. There's only one ride in Walt Disney World.
I can think of several.
No, one ride. Okay, go ahead. What are the rides?
Space Mountain.
It's not a ride. It's an attraction.
Yeah, but it's a ride.
It's an attraction.
Why? Because Disney said that?
No, there's
They
only...
They can call it what they want. It's a ride.
There's only attractions in Walt Disney World. The only ride in Walt Disney World... I'll see if you can get... Do you know the only ride in Walt Disney World?
Is it the monorail or the train
No.
or something stupid? Your car getting in the parking lot?
No.
What?
It's Big Thunder Mountain. It's the wildest ride in the wilderness. Do you know what the 2 rides are in Disneyland? I just gave you one. Big Thunder Mountain. And the other one has literally ride in the name.
I'll give you a hint. All of them. They're all rides.
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride is the best ride in the park.
It is a good ride.
What about Buzz Lightyear Star Command the movie?
Jesus Christ. Oh, you mean the... Sorry, when you said that, my mind immediately went to the ride, which I hate. Do you know how popular?
You hate the Buzz Lightyear ride?
Good lord!
Why?
Why do people like this ride? I don't. My wife and I cannot comprehend this. I just watched a video on like the history of the Buzz Lightyear attraction, and how popular it is. The guy was praising it in the video. There's always a crazy long line for it. He's going off on how popular this ride is and how they build it in every other freaking Disney park that there ever has been, and just how great this ride is. That ride is horrible.
Well, you know, you also said that Spider-Man the ride was mediocre,
Well,
so you're
okay.
questionable.
But here's the thing: Spider-Man is at least a good ride. Like it's fun. I'm not saying Spider-Man's bad. Spider-Man's good. It's a good ride. I mean, I'm not saying it didn't blow me away, but it's good. But the Buzz Lightyear attraction, it's a you ride through it.
The Buzz Lightyear ride.
You go through it and you're shooting stuff, but it's not even good. You don't know what you're shooting at. You can't tell where your laser's hitting half the time. You're just kind of going boo 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 boo. Like you're trying to hit something. You don't even know what's going on. Like it's horrible. Now if they like redid it and it was more like Midway Mania, then that'd be awesome. I don't get it. I do not get the popularity of that ride. I get the popularity of Midway Mania. That ride is amazing. It is one of the greatest like shooting or whatever they're called rides I've ever been on my entire life. It is fantastic, but the Buzz Lightyear track, it is so bad. I don't like it. I do not get its popularity. For years I thought like there's nobody could like this ride, and then like no, but there's always giant lines and people praise it. I don't get it. Not a fan.
If it was an attraction, it would give me the horn. Sav asked what my favorite Terminator movie is. Absolutely, without question, Terminator 1, the original. That is the best.
Do you think there's
so
mints?
good? I do. Yes. And I turned into Jeff Goldblum. Yes. I do have mints here.
I'm gonna take
two.
Okay. One for now, one for later.
Your breath is going to be minty, fresh.
Cheese says, why don't I like Top Gear? It's just, I'm not like some big car guy, so I don't really care about the show. Happy birthday, Joseph. His birthday's on Wednesday.
Oh, there you go. Happy birthday.
Bittersweet says, it's popular because there's no height restriction. No, regardless of that, it's a super popular ride. And Nikki, by the way, is in the house. Rick's sister, who I'm going to be seeing down in Disney. How many days we hang?
Hi, Rickster.
Yeah, how many? Rick's her sister. That's hard to say. How many days we hanging out? Because we were talking about hanging out, and I only mentioned like one day, but we can hang out like you're more than welcome to come with us like every day. FYI.
Pain in the Ricker's sister. Pain in the Nixter.
What?
Ooh, I don't know. I'm making stuff up now. What did you think of the Overlook recreation in Dr. Sleep?
Looked good to me.
Made me Dr. Sleepy.
That movie was awesome. That movie was so good. I was blown away by that movie.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
I haven't seen every like 2019 movie, but like I'd say it's my second favorite. The ones I have seen because I really liked Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. But Dr. Sleep was, that movie needs more praise. That movie was so good. I was not expecting that. I went into that movie thinking, like, how are they going to do a sequel to? I know it was a book first, but I was like, seriously, how can a sequel to The Shining really be? Like, Shining's such a great, superior movie. Like, there's no way. And no, it was good. Really good. Somebody asked my serious thoughts on it. Geely. I don't mind that movie. It's okay.
Jiggly?
I have it in my collection.
You got Jiggly in your collection?
I do, somewhere right here. It's all right. That movie gets so much hate. I think it's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. Jake, do I want Superman the Animated Series on Blu-ray? Yes, I do. Do you have it? You can send it to me? Because I really do want it.
I hate Blu-ray.
No, let's not get into that. You and Rick. Although, should I wait?
No, keep it in your butt.
Okay, I'll keep it in my butt.
Keep it in your butt.
I won't spoil it. There's a big announcement coming, but I can't tell you now.
It's in his butt.
It's my butt. I'll have to tell you
You'll
what
take it out of his butt later.
Yeah.
Have we seen the new Batsuit? Yes. The reveal video was really good, but then the on-site photos didn't look that good, but you can't really go by that because they're on-site photos. They're not finished, you know? For one thing, like, he didn't have a cape on in those. I'm sure they're going to CGI a cape onto him because he was doing stunt work, so he wasn't wearing it.
There's one thing we learned from Ed the Mode. You got to take the cape off. No capes.
Who's getting... Oh.
Connor gets what's going on. Connor figured it out. I won't say anything yet, though, guys. But Connor got it.
I was working as a waitress at a cocktail bar.
That much is true. But even then, I knew I'd find a much better.
Either with or without you.
Don't you want me?
You know I don't believe it when you say that you won't see me.
Anyway, that was weird. Of course, the part where he says you better take it back or you'll both be sorry. I'm like, jeez. This song got really dark really fast. Wow. Not Castle Freak. Favorite Kurt Russell movie? Computer Wore Tennis Shoes.
Vanilla Sky. Which I guess technically isn't a Kurt Russell movie, but Kurt Russell's in it.
I don't even know. Oh, man. I don't know. He's got a lot of good movies.
His friend Sam, Sav's friend Sam, wants to know why you like the Spice Girls.
Why would I not like the greatest contribution the music industry has ever received? That doesn't make any sense. It's like, why do you like ice cream? I mean, it's delicious. I mean, where we at?
I think they need a sixth Spice Girl named Rosemary. Rosemary Spice. It's a good idea, isn't it? You know it's a good idea.
When we were in the toy store, Chris and I, new Chris.
New Chris.
The lady made a joke. She goes, because I asked her about the Spice Girl. They had any like the dolls or any toys or anything in there, and she said they had some, but then they put them on eBay and they sold. And she goes, "Yo, only Spice we have is Ginger." And I'm like, "Oh, wait, you have the Ginger Spice doll?" And she's like, I think she caught herself that like, "Oh wait, that's right, Ginger is actually one of the Spice Girls." She was trying to make a joke.
By the way,
of all the Spices you could have picked, you picked the one that somebody's actually named after.
By the way, Chris from Muppet Stuff
Yes.
blog, he doesn't like being called New Chris. He likes being called Cinema Manlier.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry. Sometimes the puns write themselves. What do you want me to do?
If he's New Chris, the other Chris is Chris Classic then, right?
Is that a classic? Is it a good?
Well, I'm talking Coke wise.
I guess. I don't know.
Ooh, Jesse, do I like Are You Afraid of the Dark or Goosebumps more? I would go with Are You Afraid of the Dark, but Goosebumps is good. I'm only gonna go with Are You Afraid of the Dark because I grew up on it. I have a lot of nostalgia for it. I didn't watch Goosebumps growing up. Goosebumps were big with my brothers. He's about 2 years younger than me. We're big with like him.
I'm hiding.
He looked like a Darth.
I'm hiding.
He looked like a Sith Lord. Anyway, so I didn't watch them, and then
Peekaboo.
as I got older, a couple like maybe I don't know 5, 6, 7 years ago, how many years ago, I started watching them, and I'm like, these are great. They're very Are You Afraid of the Darkest? They're fantastic. So I like them. They're great.
Grant asked if we watched Cool Duder and Wet Movie 1.
Mm-hmm.
Wet Movie 1, I guess he didn't know I was joking, but he posted a picture of him and his friends, and he's like, Wet Movie crew out, or this was like maybe a week ago, and I wrote,
wait, let me guess. You made a joke that only you understood as a joke, right?
Well, I think common sense would tell you it's a joke. I said, can I join up with your crew? I'll ditch Cinema Sickness and his crew in a heartbeat. And he writes, hey man, that's not cool. And I'm like, dude, I'm joking. You think I'm... It's like, what? I'm just going to be like, screw you guys. I'm going to California.
But you this thing where like you don't realize not everybody's gonna understand it's a joke. Like you gotta before you make the joke, you gotta realize, wait, like how are people gonna take this? Because you might find it funny. Maybe I get the joke, you get the joke, I get the joke, or whatever. But like nobody else gets the joke. Like that seems to be a very.
Well, as my friend Tony Volpone used to say, the joke is for the teller.
I mean, you're not wrong.
David asked, which Hellboy movie do I like? I like the first two.
Yeah.
I especially like Hellboy 2: The Golden Army. I think that's the best Hellboy movie
I haven't watched the new one yet. I haven't watched it. I hear it's bad.
It's not as bad as people make it out to be, but it's not good either. You know what? It's a moments movie. It's got good moments, but it doesn't hold together very well.
Corey says, I apologize for the delay on the mask car. I've searched my toy collection and I feel I need to make a trip to my storage. No problem. I'm leaving here in like 4 days anyway to go to Walt Disney World, so maybe when I get back, it's fine. No, Connor, I've not seen the Are You Afraid of the Dark remake. Is it any good? Jake, the animated Hellboys are okay. I've only ever seen them once, so I didn't really care to ever watch them again. They were just all right. They weren't bad.
Yeah, Gary's asking about them too. I like them. I'll tell you something. Doug Jones, who played Abe Sapien in those movies and did the voice of Abe Sapien in the 2 animated movies. He's a real national treasure, and he played Silver Surfer in Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. Now, every time Marvel has rebooted a franchise that they got the rights back to from another studio, they have always recast the roles. And I am a firm believer that Doug Jones should be the exception. I really think that they should bring Doug Jones back as the Silver Surfer again. But this time let him do his own voice, because last time Lawrence Fishburne dubbed in the dialogue. I say let Doug Jones speak for himself. What do you think? Would you like to see Doug Jones come back as the Silver Surfer again?
I mean, I've only ever seen that movie like once. I don't remember if it's any good.
But do you love Doug Jones? I mean, Shape of Water, Pan's Labyrinth, Hellboy. Guy's a national treasure.
I mean, he's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, Caleb says, "What day will you be?" I mean, what day am I arriving? You're asking me? Or are you asking somebody else? I thought you knew what day I was getting there. In theory, I would say I'm gonna arrive like Saturday evening. However, it could not be till it might not be till Sunday. It all depends on how much I drive. Because I'm gonna leave Friday night, and last time I left, the reason why I arrived at your house so late is because I only made it to like Virginia, and I was so tired, and I had to stop and sleep. But then other times, I think the last time before that, I drove all the way to like I think I got to South Carolina, and then I finally got tired. So it just depends on how much driving I can do. So we'll see.
I'm already there. I'm already in Orlando.
Oh, yeah.
I'm wherever you believe. I'm a shadow of a ghost that's in your children.
Does anybody out there watch World of Micah? If you guys do, you'll be seeing him on my channel soon. He'll be hanging out with us when we do. Well, see, maybe you'll see him in my channel. I don't know. I'm not sure how I'm going to film when I go down to Walt Disney World. We should talk about that.
Does anybody watch Tampa J? Because if you watch his new video, you won't see us because he didn't go. Sorry.
But he'll be hanging out with us on the DVC night. I'm debating what I'm doing with my videos when I'm down at Walt Disney World, because they don't get a ton of views.
Pin trading's where it's at. I'm kidding. Pin trading. Nobody cares about pin. You care about pin trading. You're the only one that cares.
But like,
you know what you should do? You should plant Blu-rays around Disney World and then find them on camera.
Oh my gosh. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood in this bush.
Exactly.
What?
Exactly.
I'll give Stitch a copy of like Alita Battle Angel, and I'll go up and like, "Hi, Stitch, it's so great." What? You're giving me a copy?
Exactly. Yeah. No, that's the way to go, I think.
But what I was thinking of doing, because people again, like, it just seems that people just want to see me hunt all the time. That's all people want. They just want me out thrifting, hunting, looking for stuff. They don't want me.
Well, screw them. It's about what you want.
I understand that, but I don't mind so much when like I go out somewhere. Like Sunday I went out to Roadside America and shot a video. Like, if nobody watches that video, whatever, okay. But when I go down to Walt Disney World, that's a lot of filming, a lot of editing. I'm up very late. It's actually very time consuming to make those videos.
Well, you know what to do?
When nobody watches them, kind of stinks.
Well, you know what? Half-ass it then. If seriously, like I'm serious. If they're not getting the most views,
I can't do that. I gotta make my videos work. Like, I'm not gonna.
Here's the deal. You do a video a day, right?
Yes.
You do a video a day. Okay. Your audience, you don't owe them a video every day, so you don't have to do a video every day. So you're on vacation. This is your vacation for you to enjoy. So you're still putting a video out every day. You're still saying, "Hey, here's your video." But maybe you don't put out your best video, because if your audience isn't as into it anyway, then it's like, okay, well, I didn't put as much effort into this one, but you guys aren't as into this one anyway, so I'm on vacation.
But what I was thinking about doing, I took a poll on it on my YouTube channel, and it got a lot of people voted to do it this way. I was thinking of doing videos where I go into like do more, like focus more on stores. like, okay, we're in whatever gift shop, and I can go around showing all the cool merchandise. Maybe I'd even buy some of it, and do some pinching and stuff like that. Like basically, kind of thrifting, but in Walt Disney World. So basically, picture me what I would normally film at a Goodwill, but I'm filming it in Disney instead. I was thinking about doing that maybe, and then I would just kind of focus on like one store, and that'd be it for the day.
What if you do something different every day? Like, what if one day you do a store, the next day you do pin trading, the next day you do, hey, this is a ride I went on.
Maybe
the next day you spotlight maybe a restaurant. But every day, just do something completely, and then you could, because you're there for a couple of weeks, you could cycle it
I'll be
around
there for
again.
one week
it's only
this
1
time.
week this time. I was gonna say because then you could cycle it around again and be like, oh, now we're doing another gift store, another blah blah blah.
We'll see. I don't know. People seem to like the idea though of me doing more store stuff, so I can always try it just for this week I'm down there, because I'm going back down again in May again, and then back down again in October. So I can always try it out this.
Why don't you just move down there?
That was the idea.
You're always down.
Well,
there.
we bought DVC, so now we're not moving down there. That was kind of the thing. It's kind of like, are we moving down there? Or are we buying DVC? We bought DVC, so that's not happening. So I don't know. I'm thinking about doing more like kind of hunting in Walt Disney World, but obviously it'd be more for Disney merchandise and pins and things like that. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Lawrence Fishburne, the actor. Who's your vice president, Jerry Lewis? Sorry. Gary wants to know if you've seen any of the Battlestar Galactica shows. I have seen all the Battlestar Galactica
I've seen like some random episodes. I couldn't even tell you what ones yeah. And that's been over like a span of like many, many years. Because when the first series come out?
78.
Yeah, so since I was a kid to now, I've seen just random sporadic episodes of the original 70s series and random sporadic episodes of what was the last one?
Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, but I mean, what year was that? The 04 series.
Connor is asking if you're going to eat at the new Muppets restaurant. I can answer that. You will definitely not eat at the new Muppets
Which
restaurant.
one? The
Sam the Eagle's Barbecue House. You won't eat barbecue.
Yeah.
I am actually more excited about Sam the Eagle's Barbecue House than I am Rise of the Resistance. Like, I'm hoping there's merch there. I want all kinds of Sam the Eagle merch.
There's not much in the way of Muppet stuff there.
Well, there should be.
There's Sam the Eagle, and there's, what's the bear's name? Bobo?
Bobo? They got Bobo crap there?
There's not. No, he's literally picked. There's a picture of him, and he has one of those like those big like barbecue mops. They mop the meat with the barbecue sauce. That's it, and that's like all the Muppets they have. I've seen videos of it. There's not much in the way of Muppet stuff there.
Well, hopefully it's so popular they start selling Sam the Eagle plush dolls there.
Here's the thing. I have very mixed feelings about the new restaurant, because part of me is like, all right, finally the American Pavilion has a proper restaurant, because you go to Morocco or you go to Italy, you go to all these places, they have like a French restaurant with French cuisine. You go to Italy, they have an Italian restaurant with Italian cuisine. Like it kind of represents like something to do with their country. You went to America and it was like hamburgers and chicken fingers and shrimp. Like it was. I gotta be honest. Like as much as I'm gonna miss being able to get the chicken fingers and cocktail sauce there, which is the reason why I'm really upset about it. At least we kind of have like a nice barbecue restaurant that kind of represents America. When you think American food, barbecue comes to mind. So it makes more sense. I will fully admit it 110 million % makes more sense of a barbecue restaurant there.
They should have authentic Philly cheesesteaks too, because where did America start? Philadelphia.
But
of course, they would stink because it's Philly cheesesteaks. But no, because every other pavilion brings authentic people from that area out to make the food. So that just means they'd have to get some South Philly Italian down there making the steaks, going, "Hey, you want whiz with what?"
But yeah, so I don't know. I'm half and half, because I'm happy they've changed it because it makes more sense. But I'm not happy. If they just would have changed it but kept cocktail sauce and chicken fingers or chicken nuggets, I'd have been so much more happier. I don't know where I'm going to eat in Epcot anymore, actually, to be honest with you. There's not, I think because Electric Umbrella's closed, so I don't even know what
Electric
we're doing.
Umbrella closed?
Yeah, because they're renovating the whole area. So Electric Umbrella's
so
closed.
is it a temporary close then?
I don't think they said whether it's going to open back up or not.
But
the burgers there look good, because they do burgers on garlic bread. That actually sounds pretty good. I want to try that.
Tommy Gunn asked if either of us saw Jay and Silent Bob reboot. I had the misfortune of seeing it in the theater. It is awful.
I didn't like it either.
Yeah, it's really bad. I mean,
don't
Rick
like
loved it on the other hand, but
Rick loves it. I did not care
it's
for it.
all self-referential humor. It's all it is self-referential humor.
And like, here's the thing. I understand. Like, you look at a movie like Clerks, low budget movie, but it's shot beautifully.
Right.
It's really well done. This movie felt like I went out with my iPhone and tried to make a movie. Like, it just felt, it didn't feel like, it felt like there wasn't any, like, I want to say that Kevin Smith, wrote the movie, like, probably did was he probably wrote like a rough script of it. I bet a lot of it was improvised, and I don't think he actually like thought out any like real shots. He probably just kind of like winged it. That's what I felt like. It was very winged.
I also don't feel like he wrote any jokes. Like, I feel like all the jokes are references to his other movies. So it's like, well, you actually wrote that joke 20 years ago. Now you're just going to reference the joke you made 20 years ago. You're not actually writing.
But then they're gonna referencing the joke to make it seem like it's okay.
Yeah, it's and then it's like, as if it's not self-referential enough. Like, oh, we're going to mention like, oh, we got to go to Hollywood again and stop them from making a movie about us again. All right, so you're already self-referential, but then they're like, who's directing the movie? Kevin Smith. Oh, that guy sucks. And it's just all self-referential.
Yeah, I didn't think it was very good. I did not enjoy it.
And now he's making Clerks 3, and the premise of Clerks 3 is once again just him referencing himself, all because it's Randall has a heart attack and decides that, he needs to fulfill his life by making a movie, so he decides to make the movie Clerks. It's like more self-referential.
Is it backed by a studio this time or like a major studio?
I mean, like he makes them independent, then just finds a distributor now.
See, it's scary. That scares me because I thought Clerks 1's. I mean, it's amazing. Clerks 2 is so good. I think Clerks 2 is fantastic.
Yeah, Clerks 2 is great.
Yeah, so I would love to see another Clerks 3, but then make it just as good as Clerks 2, and it's probably not going to be that.
Yeah,
Clerks 3 will probably be garbage. I'm a little scared about that.
Sam asked if I think Star Trek DS9 was underrated. I think it was at the time, Sam. At the time, Deep Space Nine was kind of underrated because people were like, oh, they don't go anywhere. They're on a space station. They don't go anywhere. But I do feel that that's not the case anymore. If you talk to a lot of Star Trek fans and ask a lot of Star Trek fans, what's your favorite Star Trek show? Deep Space Nine is very commonly given as a lot of fans, many fans, will say that's their all-time favorite. I think it's one of these shows that maybe the audience had to catch up to it a little because it was very serialized at a time when not every show was serialized. Now serialized television is the norm. So I think people now like look back on it and they're like, oh, hey, this was a show that was really ahead of its time. So yeah, no, I don't think it's underrated anymore, but I think it was at one time.
Trashwood earlier asked if I was going to be at Creature Feature weekend this year, and the answer is no. They're apparently going to. I contacted them because they had contacted me about, or not contacted me, but last year they mentioned about me coming back out for this year. So I contacted them to say, hey, is that still happening? Am I still coming out? And apparently this year they decided to just kind of go with big names. That's it. Like all the guests they're gonna have are like bigger named guests. They're not gonna do like any smaller guests. And they sent me like an invoice to like set up a table, and I'm like, I know when I go to conventions, I do vend, I bring stuff, but it's stuff I pick up from the show. I'm not a vendor. Like, I mean,
they asked me to be there though.
I'll be there. I don't make enough money at conventions to be a vendor. Like I don't. It's not my thing. So I was like, oh, I guess I'm not doing that. But Greg and I might make up for that this year because we've been talking about going out to Gettysburg for a weekend, but staying in a haunted hotel.
Ooh.
For the weekend.
Weren't we talking about going to Lancaster and staying at the Cartoon Network hotel?
Yeah, so I want to do that too. There's lots of I'd like to do this year.
Put us in a hotel together, man. We'll do the weird stuff.
But anyway, we were talking about doing a haunted hotel thing, so we'll see.
Connor asked Pizza Rizzo or Pizza Planet. The one time I tried to eat at Pizza Rizzo, and by the way, Pizza Rizzo has a reputation for being the worst pizza in Disney World. So Dave Perillo and I were actually going to taste it and see, is this actually the worst pizza? Like, we were actually excited to taste this terrible pizza, and they were closed. We couldn't even taste it.
Yeah, Pizza Rizzo is rarely ever open. They're both bad. Pizza Planet was bad because I thought the theming was horrible. But I think the same thing about Pizza Rizzo. Like, there's just no theming. Like, Pizza Planet, when I walked in there, I wanted to see the crane games, even if they weren't, even if they didn't work. Like, even if, like, you know, they were just fake crane games, you know, the aliens or something like that, you could just kind of look at them. I don't care. But
It's a fake.
But make it look like, you know, I'm actually going into a Pizza Planet. I want video games. Like, there should have been, the wall should have been lined in video games. I wanted to, that's what I wanted to see. And you walk in there, it just, there was a little bit of theming. And Pizza Rizzo, it's kind of themed like a crappy Italian restaurant with a little bit of like a little bit of Muppets thrown in. It's not very good. And it's rarely open.
Disney World really needs to do, well, the Disney company altogether, not just the parks, but Disney as a company needs to do more with the Muppets. Like,
they need to do the Muppet Courtyard like they had planned on doing.
That
has literally been planned ever since Disney was in talks with Jim Henson.
And they've closed down, though they've been bringing it back seasonally, like at times when the park's like going to be especially busy. They're bringing back Great Moments in History, but generally speaking, they closed down Great Moments in History. It's reopened a couple times because they was like, oh, it's gonna be a really busy weekend. But why? I mean, it's puppets in a window. Why is that? You know what? And Sesame Place is doing it now because Disney World started doing Great Moments in History with the Muppets up in the windows, and Sesame Place realized what a great idea that was and was like, oh crap, why aren't we doing that? And now they do one where like the windows on Sesame Street, Elmo and Zoe and those guys pop out the windows, Abby Cadabby, in puppet form. And it works. It's simple. It's not like super high tech. It's a puppet. It's a dude's hand in a puppet butt. But they're not doing it.
Yeah, I mean, like the Great Moments in History was fantastic. I could get over that if they would just bring the Muppets Courtyard.
Do something with the Muppets. Do something with them. And Disney Plus, man, put a Muppet show on Disney Plus. You own some of the most iconic characters of all times. You bought these guys. You bought some of the most iconic pop culture characters of all time. Do something with them. You know, it's like do something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But like, yeah, the Muppets Courtyard was back when they were first ever discussing with Michael Eisner was discussing by Muppets. They had this whole big planned thing for the Muppets Courtyard. They were going to do the ride they were going to do. They were going to do a I forget what the name of it was called.
It was going to be like the Great Movie Ride.
Great Movie Ride, with the Muppets making fun of it. Like yeah,
the Great Muppet Movie
Ride. Yeah,
like
something like that. Yeah.
Did you ever hear the plan for the Muppets to take over Disneyland?
Disneyland.
This is would have been awesome. When Henson was first signing the deal with Disney before he died, because remember Henson was going to sell the Muppets to Disney, and then he died and the sale fell through. Then over a decade later, Disney actually did finally buy the Muppets, but the first time Henson was trying to make the deal, when Henson died, Disney World was celebrating, was it the 50th anniversary? I don't know if it was the 50th.
That's happening now.
Then
2001's 50th.
There was some big...
Disneyland or Disney World?
Disneyland.
You said Disney World.
No,
Disneyland might have been 50th.
Disneyland was celebrating this big year-long anniversary, and they were making such a big deal out of it. It was a big thing, like... big anniversary, and the plan was...
Oh wait, yeah, because they were gonna do like Muppet Land on the side and stuff, right?
Well, the plan was at the end of the year, after this year-long celebration, Mickey and the Disney gang were going to go on vacation.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And leave the park to Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, I remember this.
So for a full year, the plan was going to be you couldn't do meet and greets with Mickey, Minnie, any of those guys. You'd get Kermit, you'd get Miss Piggy, and it would be like the Muppets holding down the fort at Disneyland for a full year while Mickey rested up after his year-long celebration.
Yeah.
And it sounded hilarious. Like, it sounded great. It didn't happen because then Jim Henson died and the sale didn't go through.
Freaking Michael Eisner was trying to push so hard to get the Sesame Street too.
Yeah.
Good old Michael Eisner. Yeah, but I still want to see a Muppet Courtyard. I don't know why they haven't done it with that whole area, that whole little corner there. Why not? Why not? I mean, you got Pizza Rizzo. It's rad pizza, and you got Muppet Vision 3D. Like, why not just Muppet Courtyard? Boom, done. Put another little attraction with some Muppets. Put like one more attraction, one more actual
Right.
like ride or something, like a dark ride or something like that. Put it in there. Keep the freaking Pizza Rizzo actually open. I don't know.
There was a there was a great Muppets TV series a couple years ago on ABC, the 2015 ABC series. It was great.
I
It
know.
got canceled.
I never watched, but I heard it was good.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
so good. It
that's
got
what I
canceled
heard.
after one
It was
season.
it was like the Office kind of.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Muppets,
It's like just bring it back, man. Bring it back. Put it on Disney Plus season 2. I'll watch it. I don't know. Hey, Brandon's in the house. Hey,
Hey,
Brandon.
Brandon. Yes, it's a toy show. He wants to know how I'll be in toy show. He said, "Are you planning on to do It's a Toy Show again? I might set up this time around, although there's been no posts about this show yet." Yes, I want to say, or is it Big Kids Toy Show? No, I think Big Kids Toy Show. I'm definitely doing. It's a toy show. I plan on doing, but it hasn't been finalized yet because I don't think they put out a date or anything for it yet. So I want to do it, but yeah,
Mardhov asks if we've seen Birds of Prey yet. Says he loved it.
I've not.
I've seen it twice.
Oh, that good, huh?
It's really good. They made a crucial error with that movie, though. Should not have been rated R. That movie, it's not doing that bad. Like some websites have reported, it's a flop. It's not a flop. It's already doubled its budget. It's still doing good overseas. It's getting good word of mouth. So it's actually having a slow build. It's doing well. Not as good as they'd hope. But that movie would have been a big hit out of the gate if it had been PG-13.
Where we at? I don't know. I lost where we are.
Have Gary asked if we've seen the Black Sails or Vikings. I haven't seen either.
I have them, but I own them, but I haven't watched them yet. But you guys will be happy to know I am actually about to embark on. I'm trying to get through it this week before I leave for Disney. All 3 seasons of Ash vs. Evil Dead. I've already seen season 1, but I'm rewatching it, and oh my gosh, I was a little hesitant on that because I'm like, all right, rewatching something I just watched not too long ago. Am I going to enjoy it as much? This show is so good. Like, it is amazing. Like, I watched the first disc last night. I marathoned the first disc. That show is so good. It is hilarious. It really, the way it's filmed, it feels a lot like the movies.
Yeah.
CGI is
Sam Raimi directed the pilot. Yeah.
CGI is only really used when it kind of needed. Like, there's a lot of practical special effects. But when there's like a monster coming out of somebody's mouth or something that like really would be difficult to do non CG, they go CG, which is fine. But man, it's like it's so good. I can't wait to watch it because, like I said, I've seen season 1. I cannot wait to watch season 2 and 3. And from what I hear, they're fantastic. The other seasons because people were so pissed that show got canceled.
I wish somebody would turn Evil Dead the musical into a movie. Like, I think that would be. I love Evil Dead the musical. I've saw it on Broadway. I saw a couple local productions of it, but I would love if that got turned into a movie. Not Frank Castle asks if Birds of Prey is better than Wonder Woman. No, it's not. It's not better than Wonder Woman, but it's pretty good.
Corey says, or a couple people have said in Gettysburg there's a Goodwill Outlet Center. Okay, I'll have to remember that. I will check that out.
Goodwill. You don't have to turn on the red light.
Of course, if I do go out to Gettysburg and shoot a video inside a haunted hotel, nobody will watch it because I'm not hunting for movies.
Hunt for movies in the haunted hotel.
I'll be thirsting for ghosts.
Have like a ghost come by. Ooh.
Here's a laser disc.
Ooh. Here's the Alamo.
They'll just hand me dead formats.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! I just thought of that. We should do a parody of us in a haunted thing where we're being haunted by Beta and Laserdisc and all these dead formats.
Would you like meatloaf on it?
And then at the end we find out the murderer was streaming all along. And I would have got away with it too. It wasn't for you kids and that meddling dog.
AM15 asks what we think of Pattinson as Batman. I'm excited. Can't wait to see it.
It makes sense. Like when I heard that, I went, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean he's an excellent choice, but will it be good? Time will tell.
Yeah, you never know.
It's Matt Reeves. It's Matt Reeves who I really like, and it's an excellent cast. I mean Zoe Kravitz. You've got Colin Farrell, Andy Serkis. I mean it's a terrific cast.
Yeah, I mean I honestly thought Ben Affleck wasn't bad as Batman, he was horrible at the fighting. Oh my gosh! I still laugh at Ben Affleck fighting and how choreographed it was. Like you could see him in his head remembering what he had. Like it wasn't smooth. He wasn't like he was like punch, block, duck, kick, punch. I felt he was like reciting it in his head. It was bad, but otherwise he was pretty good.
See, I think my one disappointment with the Pattinson movie is that we're never going to get the Affleck Batman movie, because Affleck is my all-time favorite screen Batman.
Really?
Oh. And
wait, better than Michael Keaton?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Blasphemy!
Michael Keaton wasn't well cast as Batman.
Oh, Michael Keaton's the best Batman.
Affleck was the most accurate to the character, but you know, he never really got a chance to shine, unfortunately, which I would have liked. Gary asked if Birds of Prey had a lower opening weekend than Jonah Hex. They did. Well, I don't know if it was lower, but they said it was the lowest since Jonah Hex. And again, I say it's the R rating. It's the R rating that killed it.
I didn't dislike Jonah Hex. Did you like the movie?
I walked out of Jonah Hex.
Here's the problem. You know why I probably liked it though? Now I'm thinking about it, because it was set in the Wild West, and I had this fascination with westerns.
They made it weird though. Like he could talk to the dead and stuff. Yeah. Like that's not Jonah Hex.
I do sort of have this thing where it's like any movie, no matter how bad it is, if it's set in the Wild West, I like it just a little bit more, because I don't know why I like westerns.
I will say I thought Brolin was a good choice for Jonah Hex, and I thought the makeup for the Jonah Hex looked good, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't dislike the movie. A lot of people really hated on it. I thought it was alright. Bale was the best Batman.
Bale wasn't bad.
He wasn't bad, but he wasn't my favorite.
He wasn't bad. No, I think Affleck was better. I think Bale might be my second favorite, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, Bale might be my second favorite too, I guess. He's better than Val Kilmer and George Clooney, that's for sure.
I didn't think Kilmer was bad. Kilmer was, and you know what? And to be fair, I don't think Clooney was bad either. They were in bad movies. Were in bad movies. I think they're both good actors. I think they both could have shined in that role with a better script and a better director. But it's the same thing. It's the same thing with Affleck, though. I think Affleck never had a great Batman movie, but I think he was terrific in the role. He just never got his great movie. Do you plan on seeing Knives Out, Jojo Rabbit, or Little Women? I've seen two of those three.
I will see all three eventually.
I haven't seen Little Women, but I loved Knives Out and Jojo Rabbit.
I haven't seen any of them. But I hear they're all good though, and I want to see them all. I'll eventually buy them in time. Speaking about Adam West Batman, I should show you what I bought today. I won't show you guys. I'll show you.
Aubrey's in the house. Welcome, Aubrey. Jake says favorite Joker. I'm going to go with Jack Nicholson.
Me too. Jack Nicholson.
And then Cesar Romero is the second best Joker. You know, Cesar Romero liked to take down his pants and bend over and have young boys fling orange wedges at his butt. That's what they say, at least.
Right, I want to try.
Did you know about that?
I want to try to not spoil this.
Did you know about Cesar Romero and the orange wedges?
I bought this today.
Oh, I've seen that in the store.
It's on sale.
Oh yeah,
$15.
It's not bad.
It's marked down from 20, 24, 25.
Let me turn the camera so everyone can see it.
But yeah, it comes with them. It's got magnets, like two little like figures, and the socks.
I didn't know about those figures. Those are pretty cool.
Well, I'll be selling all these
separately. You're gonna break up the set.
I don't want these. I just want that because well, look, you see, it comes in its own. Like it's not, yeah.
Well, you know what? When we're done, let me take a look.
Like you need these though.
Is it socks?
Socks.
I might need those actually. Now you know you might be right.
And then actually the characters look pretty cool. I haven't looked at these yet. They come. She's doing the Batusi.
That's pretty cool. Trash Boat asked if I remember Candle Cove. I don't know what Candle Cove is, to be honest.
But yeah, I had to pick that up. Like when I saw it on sale, I was like, yeah, I had to grab that.
Did you know about the Cesar Romero and the orange wedges?
Orange wedges, like actual.
Cesar Romero enjoyed reportedly pulling down his pants and bending over, and having young boys fling orange wedges at his butt. It was like something he was into. It's what they say.
Okay.
It's what they say.
And on that note, goodbye, everybody.
What are my thoughts on the Muppet movie with Amy Adams? It's good.
Oh my gosh,
It's good.
It is like he disagrees, but I say it's my all-time favorite Muppet movie.
It's not my all-time favorite. In fact, I like the one that came after it better.
Oh,
but
good,
it's good.
Lord, Muppets Most Wanted. I do not care for that
How do
movie.
you not care for that? Just the interrogation song. The interrogation song alone is so good.
It's not a very good movie. I mean, granted, I should give it another watch, but in comparison, you had a movie that I thought was like just so phenomenal, and then you had a movie that just was so mediocre.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
it's not that it was bad, but it was just mediocre in my opinion.
I'd say better in just
God,
almost
no.
every respect.
No.
The music, the songs were better.
No.
We're doing a sequel. We're backed by popular demand.
You thought the music was bad?
Oh my God,
better?
the interrogation song is so good. The interrogation song.
I have the Muppet soundtrack on my iPod or iPhone. I listen to that thing at least a couple times a week.
Oh, I have it on my iPhone too. But I also have the Most Wanted soundtrack. We listen to that more. The interrogation song, man, or the Big House. Oh my God, the Big House song's so good.
I mean, to each their own, but like, no, I mean, I love the Muppets.
And Constantine, my God, Constantine is so funny when he's like imitating Kermit, and Kermit's like, "Yay!" and he's like, "Yes."
I don't know.
Sam asked my thoughts on Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker. I like it, but I do think it's the weakest of the new Star Wars movies. But I don't dislike it.
I haven't even seen the last one, but I would say that I could see that being the case. Yeah, it's probably gonna be the weakest, but it's still
Here's a picture
I like it.
artist Gene Beretta did of Cesar Romero having orange wedges flung at his butt.
That's what he likes.
Yeah, that's what he was into.
Why?
This picture is by local artist Gene Beretta, whose brother is Pepe for the Muppets. Bill Beretta.
And his cousin is in is Ann Beretta from the punk band, right?
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I have no idea who that is. Jesse, he says, do I like Dudley Do-Right movie with Brendan Fraser? Yes, but for one reason. Who plays Snidely Whiplash in that movie?
I don't remember.
Whoever plays Snidely Whiplash in that movie makes that movie. Because the Dudley Do-Right movie is just kind of okay in of itself, but Snidely Whiplash in that film is hilarious. I was in tears so many times watching that movie. Every time Snidely Whiplash showed up, he would just do the greatest things. That again, whoever did it, who did it? I don't know. And if anybody tell me who did it, let me know, because he's brilliant in that role. So I would recommend watching that movie, but only for Snidely Whiplash. Otherwise, if it was done by anybody else or whatever, it probably would have been a horrible movie.
I'm number one. You're number two.
Alfred Molina.
We're criminals at large, but I'm at larger than you. It's good music.
I'd rather sing
Good music.
Am I a Man or a Muppet, or was it Life's a Happy Song?
Life's a Happy Song is pretty good.
What's the one where he's walking down the hallway? Kermit sings by himself.
But what about we're doing a sequel? We're backed by popular demand. Come on, everybody, strike up the band. We're doing a sequel. The studio wants more while they wait for Tom Hanks to make Toy Story 4.
It's all right.
We thought it was the end, but now, my friend, this is when we get to do it all again. Do it all again.
I don't know. I still like Muppets better.
Noah says favorite Scooby-Doo movie, which brings up a pet peeve of mine. Have you seen the trailer for Scoob? There's a new Scooby-Doo movie coming this summer called Scoob. It's an animated movie, and I'm really annoyed about it because they fired the entire voice cast and got celebrity voices. No, the only actor they brought back, the only voice actor they brought back is Frank Welker as Scooby. But for some reason, Frank Welker doesn't sound like Scooby in the movie. Like, so he's the only guy who came back, and even he doesn't sound the same. So I'm like, I don't know if the director was like, you sound too much like Scooby Doo. I want you to do something different. But it looks just really like why? Why is this happening?
Yeah, I
Why?
hate when they do that. When you have people who are known for doing those characters, like voice actors who are known for doing certain characters, and they do a movie and they're like, oh, now we got to bring in all these, like Beyonce needs to do a voice. Why?
Matthew Lillard, who's been the voice of Shaggy for years now, since Casey Kasem. Oh, he played the part obviously in the live action movie,
Yeah.
but then Casey Kasem died. He took over the
Yeah.
role in animation too. So he's been the voice of Shaggy for many, many years now. He found out on Twitter he'd been recast.
It's messed up.
The studio didn't even contact him. He found out on Twitter.
Yeah. Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen. It's like the wasn't it the yeah, I'm drawing a blank. The one that Winnie the Pooh movie they did, and then they cast what's his name as Tigger?
Christopher Robin.
Or yeah, Christopher Robin. That's right. Because what's his name did Tigger? The guy who does the voice of Tigger and Winnie the Pooh.
Cummings. Jim
Cummings. He did Tigger.
He did Tigger and Pooh.
No, he didn't do Pooh, did
No,
he?
he did Pooh. He did Pooh, and at first he wasn't going to do Tigger. He was just going to do Pooh, and then the studio finally was like, "Oh, you'll do Tigger too."
Oh, he did them
But
both?
he did them both.
Oh, I thought I said they were going
But
to do one.
all the other cast they went with celebrities. Like,
Yeah.
for example, Peter Cullen, who's best known as the voice of Optimus Prime. He was the voice of Eeyore for years. Well, they got rid of him for Raymond's brother.
Yeah.
Like, Raymond's brother was like the voice of Eeyore. It's like,
Oh.
well, why not Peter Cullen? I don't know.
I didn't know he did both of them. I thought he only did... You sure?
Yeah, he did both of them.
All right. Still. Robert says, am I excited about The Invisible Man coming out this week?
I'm annoyed.
That's coming out. That's coming out in theaters this week. That's
Yeah.
part of the Dark Universe, though.
Who knows? I mean, it's coming out and it looks really good, but I don't think they're calling it Dark Universe anymore. But then I think they said they are bringing the Dark Universe, but I don't think Universal really screwed up the Dark Universe
Yeah.
because the Dark Universe should not have pulled the plug on it just because The Mummy failed. Because the next one, it's not like the next Dark Universe movie was going to be The Mummy Part 2.
Well, they did that. They did it once, but with Dracula, or was it Dracula Rising or whatever? It's
Yeah,
called?
but that wasn't officially part of the Dark Universe.
I thought that was supposed to be the start of it.
They retroactively said, "Oh, maybe that's the start," but they never were official.
Okay.
Really, the only official.
I still think that movie ended horribly. I think when he got all like his face was all burnt. I think at the end he should have like rose up or something like that, and he should have looked like Bela Lugosi. How cool would that have been?
I don't remember how it ended, but I do remember thinking it was a really good movie.
Sorry.
I didn't.
I didn't hate The Mummy. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it.
You
I
know
thought it was
what?
all right.
You know what? The best stuff in The Mummy, the best stuff was the universe building stuff with like with the society that was going to carry on. The Mummy. And first of all, the story of The Mummy, oddly enough, was a ripoff of American Werewolf in London. With the the victims, you can see it was
Dracula Untold. That's it. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I Frankenstein was horrible though. Like Dracula Untold, I kind of liked. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad.
But
I hated I Frankenstein.
Yeah, but I Frankenstein was never supposed to be part of that Dark Universe. It wasn't even made by the same studio.
Yeah, you're right.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
It was made by a
Still,
different studio.
bad movie.
But
I watched it once. I hated it. Waited like a year or two. Watched it again because I was like, it wasn't really as bad as I remembered, and I hated it just as much the second time. I did not care for that movie.
I never made it all the way through.
Oh my gosh, Jesse, yes, Van Helsing with Hugh Jackman. That's a great movie. I love that film.
Yeah, I cannot agree there.
It's a popcorn movie. It's not a great movie in the sense that it's actually like well done or like it's not Citizen Kane great. It's great in the fact that it's a fun action popcorn movie that it's just fun to watch. It's like Brothers Grimm or the Hellboy movies. They're just fun to watch. It's just fun popcorn action. I like them. I do like that movie. Aubrey says Van Helsing was fun. I agree. It's a fun movie. Did you see the plans for the classic Monsterland Epic Universe? I did. Yes, looks interesting. Guess I'm.
I don't think they've actually revealed the real plans yet, though.
Well, no,
I know
they
there's
just talked about. Yeah.
someone did a YouTube video, I think, speculating, like, based on the plans, like, based on what we can see, it looks like this is going to be this is going to be this, but nothing has been. What is Candle Cove, Trash Boat?
Candle
Trash
Cove.
Boat
I don't
keeps
know.
asking
I don't know
about
what Candle Cove is. Henry says, Dracula Dead and Loving It. She's Italian? That movie, it's not great, but it has some really good lines.
It's got good lines. One of my favorites is when Dracula falls on the bat poop, and he goes, "Creatures of the night, what a mess they make."
That movie is not one of Mel Brooks' best, but there are some really good moments and lines in that movie. There are some very funny moments.
Do you know what Mel Brooks movie is always kind of put up there as one of his worst that I actually think is pretty good? I think it's underrated.
Blazing Saddles.
I like. Well, that's considered.
I'm joking. It's great.
Yeah. No. I think Life Stinks is really funny.
Yeah, I didn't. I've only ever seen that movie once. I didn't love it. I should give it another watch. There's a lot of those weird movies like Life Stinks and Silent Movie and like all those other movies he did where it's like they don't really get praise. And I've watched a lot of those movies, and I kind of understand why they didn't get praise. So I'm like, they're not that great.
Did you know Robin Hood Men in Tights had a lot of recycled jokes in it? I didn't know this. I didn't know this because it was before my time. But apparently, like in the mid-'70s, Mel Brooks had a TV series called When Times Were Rotten. And it was a TV show about Robin Hood. It was a failure. Only lasted like a handful of episodes. Well, I never saw when Times Were Rotten because it was on before my time, and I don't know if it ever got a DVD release. If it did, certainly not something that was getting rerun because there were only like 6 or 7 episodes. But then I read apparently he recycled all the jokes from When Times Were Rotten in Robin Hood Men in Tights.
I love Robin Hood Men in Tights. That movie's hilarious. Jesse asked if I liked Wolfman with Benicio del Toro. Yes, I actually do like that movie. It's not bad. You like that movie?
I wasn't crazy about it.
I mean, it's not like anything amazing, but it's fun. I enjoy the movie. It's all right.
I always thought Wolf with Jack Nicholson was halfway decent.
God, it's been so long since I've seen that movie. I gotta rewatch that. I remember liking it though.
Trash Boat says Candle Cove is an old puppet show like Thunderbirds, but with pirates from the 80s. Was it one of those, what's his name? The guy who did Thunderbirds. I can't think of his name now. Jerry Anderson.
Thunderbirds, ho! Right?
Was Candle Cove a Jerry Anderson show?
Yes, he did write on Get Smart, right? Yeah.
Who, Mel Brooks?
Yeah, did he?
Co-created it.
Yeah.
Buck Henry and Mel Brooks created
that is such a good show. But man, you're a big fan of The Nude Bomb.
Yeah.
I don't like that movie.
I do dig that movie.
I should give it another watch. I only watched it once, but I didn't like it when I first saw it.
I always like the end. There's the scene with the giant cave, and it has a zipper. It's like a giant zipper opening up. And Max says to his partner, 22, cover your eyes. And she's like, why? And he goes, well, it's a giant zipper opening. Who knows what's going to come out of that?
Speaking about things coming out, well, you haven't seen it yet. Who out there is a patron and seen the video of John and I at Goodwill where we found an adult toy in the kids toy section.
I did not see that, but you know what? The targeted ads that when you're on Facebook, like Walmart will give you targeted ads like, oh, you like Star Wars, do you? Look at this Star Wars T-shirt and this Star Wars. I got a targeted ad from Walmart the other day, and let me see if I can find the picture. I took a screenshot because I was like, what is this? Why is this being advertised to me? And then I had to report it because, I didn't want to be, looking at my phone or something and have, the kids nearby and the kids be like, what the heck? But, that was targeted to me.
Yeah, I get weird stuff like that, too. But here's the weird ones I get.
It's a silicone mouth, people. It's a silicone mouth.
But, a sex toy is one thing.
Can I show this? Can I show that?
I don't know. Go ahead, whatever.
This is.
Oh, it's not going to.
It's not like you can see it anyway.
Yeah.
Not like you can see it anyway.
Phone's right here. Wait.
It's so filthy.
There you go. You can see on that one.
Yeah, that was targeted to me. Why? Why was that targeted to me?
There you go. You can kind of see it.
They must have been like, this guy's always buying Star Wars and Star Trek stuff. Clearly he's not getting any ladies.
Here's the ones that freak me out. Like something like that, I'm like, whatever, because that toy is meant for adults. The ones that freak me out are I get those targeted ads, and they're like, these girls have to be 13, 14, 15, and they're wearing like sexy bikinis, and they're like Japanese girls, and there's no way these girls are of age. They look very young. And I'm like that's creepy.
Yeah.
These girls are like they're not just there's no way that's like a 20-something-year-old who looks really young. That girl is like 13 years old and she's wearing a bikini, like a sexy bikini, and they're targeting this ad on Facebook. I'm like that's kind of gross, man. That is disturbing. I don't like that at all.
Yeah, I am so that was nice. I had that targeted to me.
It reminds me of the time I was in Walt Disney World. And I know like different cultures are different with their things, but there was a foreign couple, and their daughter gets out of the pool, and she must have been 13, 14. She's wearing one of those like cheeky bikinis where like, you know, the butt's hanging out of it, and I'm thinking, huh? Like, this girl's like 13, like, no, cover, no. Like, I again, I mean, different cultures, I'm sure in like, you know, Italy or wherever she was from, that's probably the norm. But yeah, in Florida, I was like, no.
Well, I got that picture on my phone. You know who that is, right?
Is that Buzz Aldrin?
No.
Neil Armstrong?
That's Neil Armstrong.
Okay.
So I got that picture on my phone. Then I have this picture.
Of Zod?
Yeah.
Wait. Did I just look at a picture of Neil Armstrong and go, I don't know, is that Buzz Aldrin? And then you turn it and you show me Emperor Zod. I'm like, that's Zod.
Yeah.
I'm such a freaking loser.
But do you know why this is on my phone? Do you know why it's on my phone like that? Because I've got Neil before Zod.
Ah, I get it. Oh my God.
Neil,
Well, okay, Rose says in Italy that's not the norm. Okay, maybe she wasn't Italian. I don't. She's Italian? That's the second time I got to use that joke today. I don't know where they were from. I mean, I'm sure it was probably somewhere over in Europe. Their accent sounded European. I don't know where. But yeah, it was creepy. I mean, the girl was really, really young and was wearing a bikini. She should not. Even my wife was with me as well, and we're like I pointed out to him, like, Brittany, like, what? And we were kind of freaked out.
Bohemian said that the live stream went R. It's not rated R until you see something that goes into the mouth. And Aubrey said her fiance bought her one. That is disturbing.
Of what? The mouth? Or
or
the bikini?
I assume she meant the mouth. Maybe she meant the bikini. Not Frank Castle says, thoughts on the Thor Men in Black film. I thought it was a great idea. Thought it was a terrible movie.
Yeah.
I actually wish they'd make a Men in Black 5 and bring that cast back, but this time give them a decent script.
UK is not part of Europe anymore, so I'm pretty sure the continent would disagree with you.
The mouth.
Oh, the mouth. Okay, interesting. And on the... Goodbye, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Oh, man. It's my Yakko imitation. Dave and Joe, I know a woman who had twins named...
Juan and Amal, and she only carries the picture of one of them. I asked why, and she said, once you've seen Juan, you've seen Amal.
Yeah, we'll Joe do that joke.
I like it.
Yeah. All right. So where are we at? Did we miss anything good? I don't know. Monty Python and the Holy Grail is basically Mel Brooks' film, but with British humor. I kind of disagree with that. We have left Europe. So you really, Saps, you're just your own. I'm talking the continent of Europe. I don't think the world has yet considered the United Kingdom its own continent. Oh, and Media Freaks here. What up, CS and Crazy?
Mike Wolf says, sup.
He call you Crazy Dave?
Yes, that's
Crazy Dave.
It's Joe and Crazy Dave. Why did Toy Story age Andy but didn't age Bonnie? because Bonnie is impervious to aging. If you saw the short where she drinks from the fountain of youth, you would have known the answer to that.
You've never seen the Ra's al Ghul
yeah.
Lazarus Pit Bonnie crossover?
Exactly.
Man, where you guys been?
Exactly.
What most people don't know is Bonnie is actually I'm forgetting what her name is. Ra's al Ghul's daughter
Talia
is actually Talia. You guys didn't know that? And then later on, her and Bruce have a kid together, and then they raise that kid as Robin.
Mike asked best flick we've seen recently. For me, that would be Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey.
For me personally, it was Doctor Sleep. Again, I just really liked that movie. I thought it was really good.
Dr. Sleepy.
Yeah.
So Joe says, what am I feeling about the Star Trek Section 31 show? Well, nothing yet, because other than the fact that it stars Michelle Yeoh, we don't know. Is that how you pronounce her name? Michelle Yeoh? What? I don't know. We don't really know anything about it. So I'm actually really hoping we get word on a Captain Pike show starring Anson Mount. I'm hoping.
I'm not disagreeing with you there, Joey. For once, Joey says Sonic the Hedgehog was amazing. The publicity stunt worked.
No, that's dead wrong. That has been proven wrong.
Is
that
it?
has actually been proven wrong.
I wondered about that though.
Yeah, it. Well, I said that would be a ridiculous publicity stunt because it could have put such a bad taste on the movie that nothing saved it.
I guess.
But it's actually been flat out proven that that's
okay.
false because the toys have come out. And the toys are based on the old design.
Oh.
Because they didn't have time to resculpt the toys.
Yeah, fair enough.
So yeah, all the toys in shop now are actually based on the old designs because they didn't have time to the toy companies didn't have time to resculpt everything.
Not Castle Freak. He asked what's Crazy Joe's channel. It's Mega Podtastic.
Mega Podtastic.
MEGAPODTASTIC. Give him a sub.
Absolutely. Yeah, we have fun. We have fun at that. And I'm trying to get to 2,000 by March 21st. I think I'm still like 600 short. So come and bring 599 of your friends.
Wait, oh, never mind. I have not seen the trailer for Run. Pedro says Dr. Sleep was his favorite movie of 2019. Fair enough. I mean, it was good. Better than Joker.
Gary says, I think it's ridiculous that people are treating the act of going to see Sonic the Hedgehog over Birds of Prey as a political statement. What's the political statement?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking
By the
about.
way, I've seen both movies. I saw Sonic the Hedgehog. Stay tuned for my review. It's shot. It's going to be up any day now. But Birds of Prey is a much better movie than Sonic the Hedgehog.
I'm sure it is.
Absolutely. I saw Birds of Prey twice. I would go see it a third time. I don't know that I'd sit through Sonic again, though Sonic was better than I expected.
I will buy them both when they come out. Oh, man, wake up. Media Freak, you haven't seen The Shining or Dr. Sleep yet? Wow. We'll definitely watch them in that order. Watch, so good. I love that. Did you see Dr. Sleep?
Yeah, it was good.
Did you love the casting in it? The casting of Jack Torrance and Wendy Torrance?
Are we keeping that spoiler free, or are we allowed to speak? Am I allowed to say the actor's name? Because I didn't realize it was him. I didn't realize it was him until after the movie, actually.
Yeah, I guess. I don't think it's a spoiler to say the actor's name. You can IMDb that.
It was Henry Thomas from E.T. I didn't even recognize him, but yes, no, Henry Thomas was great as Jack Torrance.
But they did a great job casting them. I thought they were great. Man, I just can't get over how much I liked that movie. If you haven't seen Dr. Sleep, people, see that movie. Man, it was so good.
Gary says because Birds of Prey is a woke movie in the eyes of the extreme right, so out of protest they're going to see Sonic.
The hell are you talking
about? In my experience, when you hear the word woke,
what does that mean?
It's something misogynists say. That's my experience. Like if you hear someone use the word woke, they're probably a misogynist. Because it's like something like it. That's like the misogynist code for it has women in it, and I don't like women. That's what they all said about Captain Marvel too. It's like, yeah, no, I hadn't heard that. Killswitch asks, "What's Chris getting up to these days? Haven't seen him in forever." Well, he runs a blog called Muppet Stuff. MuppetStuff.com.
And he was just in my videos 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
he was in 2 videos 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Media Freak. I don't understand what you mean. He says, I need to read the book of The Shining before I see the movie. Why would you want to read the early movie draft first? Why wouldn't you just want to watch the end superior product? I don't understand. That makes no sense to me. But I mean, whatever.
Henry S. says the band Europe. It's the final countdown.
What am I eating tonight, Sav? I might actually just go get Burger King. I'm really hungry, actually. I'm like starving right now. I'm so hungry. I keep looking over the clock because I'm like, I'm hungry. I want to eat. My favorite Tim Curry movie.
Favorite Tim Curry movie? I don't know.
I'm gonna go with Home Alone 2.
I would go with. I can't think of anything.
Really?
Yeah, I mean he's in a lot of movies.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know what my favorite would be.
I'm gonna say Home Alone 2.
Home Alone 2 would not be my answer.
That's my answer.
Is that your favorite Donald Trump movie?
That's my favorite Donald Trump movie. Yes. No, Rocky Horror is a great show. Yeah, I mean, a great movie. But I mean, I like Home Alone 2 more than Rocky Horror.
I hate Rocky Horror.
Oh.
I'm not a fan of Rocky Horror.
Then you should never watch Shock Treatment.
Wasn't planning on it.
Don't. It's not very good, in my opinion. Muppet Treasure Island. Oh yeah, he is in Muppet Treasure Island. Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah, I guess that's my favorite Tim Curry movie.
Though
Muppet Treasure Island might be my least favorite Muppet movie.
Really? More than Wizard of Oz?
Well, Wizard of Oz doesn't count. That was a made-for-TV movie. I'm talking theatrical releases.
All right.
There's a dude on YouTube who did a video called like the best to worst Muppet movies, and he was including TV specials. He said he considers a movie anything over 45 minutes. Oh. So he had stuff like these hour-long Christmas specials, and I'm like, that's not a movie. That is not a movie.
Yeah, Jim, he's good in Clue. God, I haven't watched Clue in forever. I need to rewatch that. It's been a long time. It's such a good movie.
I saw him on Broadway.
Oh yeah.
I saw him in Spam-A-Lot.
Oh yeah.
And Hank Azaria was originally in the cast, but when I went thinking Hank Azaria was going to be in it, and he wasn't, and he had been replaced by Alan Tudyk. And I was like, and at the time, Alan Tudyk, now everyone knows who Alan Tudyk is, but at the time, Alan Tudyk wasn't that well known. But I was a Firefly fan, so I knew him from Firefly. And my girlfriend at the time, I'm like, that's Alan Tudyk from Firefly. And she's like, who? And I'm trying to think of something she would know him from. And I finally am like, Steve the Pirate from Dodgeball.
Poor Steve the Pirate. By definition, a feature film is anything over 50 minutes long. Anything under that is a short film according to the various film festivals. Says Metro. There you go.
TV specials don't count as much.
But yeah, but even if it was a made-for-TV movie, it's still not a theatrical movie.
Yeah.
So
that's why I take issue with you when you say Batman Return of the Joker is your favorite Batman movie. I'm like, hey, it was direct to video. But then again, now we're in the Netflix age where they're like, oh, this is a feature film up for Best Picture, and it debuted on Netflix. So I guess it doesn't matter anymore.
It's still a movie, and it's my favorite. Yeah. It's my favorite Batman movie. I'm not saying it's my favorite. I would never say it's my favorite theatrical Batman movie because it wasn't a theatrical Batman movie. If you want to talk about theatrical Batman movies, then it's 1989, Michael Keaton, Tim Burton.
See, I go with Mask of the Phantasm, but
I like Mask of the Phantasm. Why did they do that movie 3 times? By the way,
what do you mean?
They did Mask of the Phantasm. They did, what was it? Mystery of Batwoman.
I actually never saw Mystery of Batwoman.
And was it Under the Red Hood?
Well, Under the Red Hood was a comic book storyline.
Yeah, but was that what it was? There were 3 Batman movies that were just Mask of the Phantasm. Like, every time I'm like, this is the same story. But anyway, yeah, Mask of the Phantasm it is a great movie. Yeah.
Chucky Soul. Your angel of death awaits.
Jake, no, it wasn't Sub-Zero. That was...
Sub-Zero is a Mortal Kombat character.
Yeah, he's talking about the Batman Batman verse.
Oh, Batman and Robin Sub-Zero. Or Batman and Mr. Freeze Sub-Zero. Yeah, that was the second animated movie. And that was the first animated movie that went direct to video.
Going to McDonald's. Yep.
Have you seen the movie, and do you like the movie, Black Belt Jones.
Never seen it.
Do you have in your collection Black Belt Jones? And they made a sequel called Hot Potato.
I don't think so.
That's a great movie because there's a scene where Black Belt Jones is talking on the phone, but you can tell he's not really on the phone. He's on a payphone, and he's like this, yeah, and you hear the other guy like talking like dubbed over, but you could tell he's not really even listening to him, and then he hangs up and goes to his guys, hey, everyone, we're going to McDonald's, and they all go, oh yeah, McDonald's, and they all start high-fiving, and they go off to McDonald's together.
I haven't seen that one.
Great movie.
Jake, yeah, I did like Killing Joke. That was a pretty decent movie.
I didn't like that Batman had sex with Batgirl in it. That actually really bothered me because Batgirl is supposed to be much younger than Batman.
It's true.
Batman, I always saw as a father figure to Batgirl. That really creeped me out. Like, that to me would be like, I don't know. I thought that was crossing the line. It's like he's supposed to be more like a mentor to Batgirl. Like, if you have in the comics, Dick Grayson and Batgirl have been a couple in the past, so it was like that makes sense. Like, if you say, oh, Robin and Batgirl or Nightwing and Batgirl, okay, but Batman, it just really creeped me out that they went that way in the movie.
All I know is if I was Batman, I'd have sex with Batgirl. Barbara Gordon? Oh, yeah.
Creepy.
And then there's, which is the one where Robin and ends up hooking out with Harley Quinn.
I think that was Batman Harley Quinn.
Oh, was that Batman Harley Quinn? Okay, yeah. What's next? Batman and Robin? The incredibly gay duo. Well, we got the direct-to-sequel Suicide Squad movie. That's right. Have I watched that yet? I haven't watched that yet. I should do that. I own it. I haven't watched it.
Which show is better, Teen Titans or Teen Titans Go? Easy. Teen Titans Go.
They're two different movies. Teen Titans Go is really funny. Like, it's a funny show. But I like the 2003 Teen Titans because I just like the story.
See, I couldn't stomach it. It was too anime for my tastes.
See, I don't mind anime. Wait, really? You thought the 2003 Teen Titans was anime?
They really looked like they were drawn to look anime. They like had that.
I think Teen Titans Go looks more anime.
Oh, Teen Titans Go is
it's more
silly.
Yeah, but it's like really cartoony anime. It's a lot more anime than.
See, I don't see that.
I would disagree.
I can't see that at all.
Harley Quinn would be amazing in bed. Maybe, says Media Freak. Maybe. At that Yachtastic, or no, was it Dick Grayson? No, it was
She'd probably kill you when she.
It wasn't Dick, because Dick Grayson was, I guess, was he Nightwing at that point in that movie? In that movie, so was it?
Ivy wants to kill you, Dick. That's a great line in Batman and Robin. Batman and Robin's a terrible movie, but that line is great when she's like, "You're just jealous because Ivy loves me, not you. Ivy wants to kill you, Dick."
Yeah. What?
Sam says, Joe, seriously, and I don't know what we're talking about.
Probably anything. That needs to be on a shirt. Just Joe, seriously.
When there's trouble, you know who to call. Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters.
We still need the, where there's smoke, there's a pedo shirt.
How did that happen?
Because we were talking about the Frugal Gourmet.
Oh, were we? That was a private conversation, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
That wasn't even, like, they don't even know what we're talking about.
No, but I said...
We were talking about the Frugal Gourmet, and I said he was accused of molesting children, and I think you said, well, did he actually do it?
Yeah.
And I said, well, I don't know that anyone ever proved he did anything, but you know what they say, where there's smoke, there's a pedo.
And I say we speak of this shirt, where there's smoke, there's a pedo. Crazy Joe, 2020.
Where there's smoke, there's a pedo.
Anybody gonna buy that shirt? I'll make it.
Oh, man. Worst Nicolas Cage film. Is there such a thing as a bad Nicolas Cage film? Aren't they all great? Did you hear about the movie where he's playing himself?
Oh,
The Art of of being
I'm-
super
I've-
talented.
yeah,
or something,
I've never seen
or-
it.
Well, it hasn't come out yet.
Oh.
But let me see. What? Oh, I pulled my phone up. I immediately get treated to that picture of Cesar Romero getting oranges flung in his butt. All right, let's see. Nick Cage as himself. What's the name of this movie?
Well, not Frank Castle didn't like Mandy.
The
I haven't seen it, but I hear it's good.
It's called The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. It's a new Nick Cage movie. He's going to play himself in the upcoming drama, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. It stars Nicolas Cage as Nicolas Cage trying to land a role in a Quentin Tarantino movie, but also trying to repair the strained relationship with his daughter. There you go.
Huh.
Sounds like it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, Jesse, I didn't like the Wicker Man. But to be honest, I didn't really care for the first Wicker Man either. I'm not a big fan of I'm not a big fan of cult movies, so those movies are not my thing.
There's a big difference between Nicolas Cage Wicker Man and the original Wicker Man.
Yeah, they're very good movies.
The Nicolas Cage one is entertaining. It's not good, but it's entertaining. The original one is boring.
It is slow. Yes.
Donald says we need a Clean Teeth, Dirty Streets shirt. I might put that out.
Oh.
Now that you mention it, I might put that out.
Okay.
That's Dave Perillo's. We should show that though, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually Dave Perillo's thing though. So Dave Perillo might.
It's become your thing.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. He started.
Well, it's like Justin Scarred. He does
Yeah.
the go home and sleep well.
Yeah.
That was Adam.
Right.
Adam started that, but now Justin uses it all the time. It's become Justin's thing now, even though Adam's the one who originally did it. Same thing. It might have been Dave who originally did that, but it's become your thing now. You've taken it. It's yours.
I added the song. Dave
see?
didn't write the song. I wrote the Clean Teeth, Dirty. I really worked hard to write that song. It took a lot of effort to write that song.
It's yours then.
Clean Teeth, Dirty Streets.
Trash Boy, he says, what about Fast Times at Ridgemont High? Best Nick Cage movie? No,
That's a Nick Coppola movie.
Best Nick Cage movie is Valley Girl.
You know, it's a great Nicolas Cage movie. I love Drive Angry. Drive Angry is
I
so
hear it's good.
much
I
fun.
still haven't watched that yet, but I hear it's good. I own it. I have the 3D version. I haven't watched it yet.
It is a blast, man. It is a blast.
We need a Dollar Tree Hoarders Unite shirt. There you go.
I'd buy a shirt that says where there's smoke, there's a pedo. That shirt would get you on a watch list. You go out somewhere in public wearing that.
I might have to make this shirt now. I kind of want to. Hey, the Duck Boobs shirt came from a live stream with Stephanie, where she said Duck Boobs, and we looked at each other and went woo at the same time. I made a shirt about that, so there you go. Now we have to do a.
Would anyone buy a shirt? Just curious. Would anyone buy a shirt that said "Where there's smoke, there's a pedo"?
I've been looking for a Crazy Joe shirt. I've been wanting to put one up on my
Well,
thing.
I don't know that I want that to be my shirt. Like I don't know that I want that to be the thing.
No. You don't want where there's smoke, there's pedo, and then make them fantastic.
How about grab a basket shirt so Dave will remember a basket?
Yeah.
Gary says the shirt that says "Where there's smoke, there's a pedo." You should add to the back, "I am Herbert." Is that a Star Trek reference, Gary? Herbert.
Yeah, there you go. You should make a Crazy After Dark shirt
Maybe
with Mac tonight.
Maybe I need my my artist to design these shirts for me though.
Can you Photoshop your face in like Mac tonight?
You know, nobody even buys the logo shirt, the Mega Podtastic logo shirt. Yeah.
I should probably just put up on my website and.
Yeah, then you collect the cash. Like you need it.
I'll collect it and then but it's free advertising for you, right? No.
Every time I see you got another sub on Patreon, I'm like, oh yes, because he needs them all.
they're only $1 subs.
That's true. I need more. I need more of that. Like we're paycheck to
I'm not-
paycheck.
I'm not-
here,
I'm not
people.
really-
paycheck to paycheck.
I'm not really making much off of Patreon. I wish I was.
I'm not making much off Patreon. I'm not making much off my videos, and I'm certainly not making a damn thing off T-shirt sales. So that's why I keep, those dudes in the alley, where there's smoke. That never mind. Did we like the Batman versus Dracula movie? I never saw it.
It was all right. I saw it. It was. It wasn't great. But it wasn't bad. Mediocre. Yeah.
It's the problem. I need Dave Perillo to design these shirts, and he's a very busy guy.
I still wish I would have had him do my sleeves. Think back to that, like, man, if I'd have known him like earlier, I'd had him design like Disney, like full like Disney sleeves in his style. How cool would that have been? In CS's defense, he really produces a lot of production on the Patreon. Thank you, Dre Baseball.
What? What does that mean?
Well, I put out a video every day, but they get their videos like almost a week early.
Well, that's the thing. If I had more patrons, they'd be getting that too. I can't afford it.
Do you do a video every day?
I do a video almost every day.
Oh.
So, you know.
You can't afford it?
No.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, I'm too. I can't afford to be putting stuff out all the time.
Just make a Crazy Joe shirt with Muppet font. Yeah, actually, that's not a bad idea. What's I wonder? Yeah, they probably find the Muppet font. I should do something like that. What show is better, DuckTales or Darkwing Duck? Ooh.
They're both really good.
Yeah, I don't know if I could say one or the other. And the video games on both are great as well.
I'll say Daffy Duck.
I'm gonna say Quack Pack. Does Quack Pack count? No, I don't know which one I'd say is better.
Quack Pack's awful, man.
Yeah, that's why I was joking. I mean, I don't dislike Quack Pack. It's not as good as Darkwing Duck or DuckTales. Yeah, I don't know which one I'd say. They're both really, really good.
I might go Darkwing, but it's hard. They're really good.
Yeah.
Gizmo Duck should have had his own show. I would have said the Adventures
Blatherin' Blatherskites. I'll never forget that. What's his name? What's his name? Phantom? Phantom?
His secret identity.
Yeah.
Fenton.
Quagmire or something like that?
No, not Quagmire.
Or Quag.
I can't remember.
What's his name, guys? Yeah, Fenton, right? Yeah. Yeah. Well, yes. Okay. The Big Half has it right. What's better, DuckTales or Darkwing Duck? He said Duckula. I agree. Duckula does beat both of those in my opinion.
Does anyone remember Count?
Oh, Fenton. Yeah, Fenton Crackshell. Yeah.
Does anyone remember Count Quackula, the other vampire duck who had his own show around the same time as Count Duckula?
I've never seen that one.
Yeah, there were two vampire ducks in the 80s, Count Duckula and Count Quackula.
But there's no way Count Quackula had that theme song.
He did not have
in
that
the heart
theme
of
song.
Transylvania.
Count Quackula was actually a spin-off of Heckle and Jekyll, if I remember correctly.
All right. The
Magpies.
Yeah. Are they magpies? I was going to say they're crows, but okay.
Make Crazy Joe's shirt pajama themed and cover it in spaceships from his Megapotastic logo.
Have you seen the new Mickey Mouse cartoon? Yeah, he says they're making a attraction of it. Yeah, they're doing a Runaway Railway, which opens on the 4th. I will be there for opening day. I will be riding that on opening day in a week from now. Very excited about that. Donald, how now does DVC work for you to go to Disneyland or just Disney World? It works any park, any. That looks just like Count Duckula. That's so weird. That looks exactly like. So here. That looks exactly like Count Duckula. You know, try to. There's that for people watching this back, and then you kind of see that, like, trying to. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Marble.
Count Quackula.
He looks just like Count Duckula.
And I believe he was from Filmation, if I remember correctly.
Well, then...
But I think he beat Duckula by a few years. I think he actually came first. Quackula is an animated fictional character, an anthropomorphic vampire duck. Count Duckula is not related to the character. Created by Filmation.
Filmation got ripped off a lot, though. Anyway, DVC works any of the for any of the parks. It works for the cruise line. It even works for Disney has all these partner hotels all across the entire world. So if I wanted to go to New York, I mean, they got hotels there. I wanted to go over to Europe or to Asia or something like that. They got all kinds of hotels everywhere. It works for all that stuff. It's anything Disney that is associated with Disney. Pretty awesome.
He's starting his own segment of the new adventures of Mighty Mouse and Heckle and Jekyll for one season, created in 1979. So when did Duckula get created?
Had to be 80s, right?
I think so. Quackula came out in 1979. Count Duckula, British animated show, spinoff of Danger Mouse. So the Count Duckula show started in 88, but he first appeared on Danger Mouse, which started in 81. Count Quackula wins.
But Duckula's better. I've never even seen Quackula. I'm going to say Duckula's better. The theme song alone makes Duckula better. God, such a good show. I need to get the British... over in the UK, they released a complete series of Duckula. I only have the American... Like, what was it? They released season 1 or whatever, or volume 1 or whatever. Shame.
Have we seen the Banana Splits movie, the original TV show? Yes, I enjoyed the Banana Splits movie.
I've actually never watched the show, but I saw the movie. The movie was fun.
Yeah, the movie was a good time. And I did see the new Fantasy Island. Fantasy Island was pretty good. I mean, it's dumb. It's dumb. It really is. But it's a turn your brain off and you'll have some fun with that movie.
Boss says, why did I trip over the curb at the Goodwill in Trap the other day? I don't remember tripping over the curb. I did? Is it in the video? I don't remember doing this.
Do you want to hear a joke my daughter Kira wrote yesterday?
Oh, boy.
She wrote this joke. You ready?
Well, she writes some good jokes.
Why did the butt cross the road?
You told me this one already.
Did I?
Yeah. I forget what the answer was, but you told me this one already.
Because it saw a tree, and it climbed the tree and got sticks stuck in its butt.
Oh. You gave me a butt cross... She used that joke before.
Are you thinking of why the poop crossed the road?
Oh, I'm thinking why the poop crossed the road. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm getting why the butt crossed the road and why did the poop cross the road mixed up.
Yeah, the poop crossed the road because it was gorgeous.
Disney Vacation Club is a timeshare for most cost-effective Disney vacations. You could say in a way. Yeah, it's like a timeshare, but it's also kind of not. It's a weird thing where it's like it's almost a timeshare, but there's some tweaks to make it not quite a timeshare, but it basically is. But yeah, if you go to Disney like all the time, like we do, it saves you so much money. We're saving a ton because of that.
Eric says, do I remember the 80s shows Riptide and Manimal? Yes, I remember both.
I remember Manimal. What was Riptide?
Riptide was it was a boat show, wasn't it? It was like I think it was like a boat, if I remember correctly. Gary says, for Fantasy Island, why didn't they cast Michael Rooker as Mr. Rooker? No, they got Michael Pena. Well, Michael Rooker is in the movie Fantasy Island. But you got to remember, Michael Pena's character, a.k.a. Ricardo Montalban's character, wasn't Mr. Rooker. It was Mr. Rourke.
Sam wants to know, Sam, I have Banana Man. I have the entire series of that. I have like the UK release, but it's region free. Super Ted I don't have. Danger Mouse, I have all that. They released it here in the US. And Count Duckula, they only did I think it was a volume 1 release in the US. That's all I have. So I don't have all of Duckula. Man, I'd love to get all of Duckula someday. I watched the show so much back in the day. Danger Mouse and Count Duckula were my jam. It was Inspector Gadget, Banana Man, Danger Mouse, and Count Duckula. They were like all back to back. I used to watch all those. They were great.
You know, Danger Mouse was obviously a Nickelodeon show from the 80s. I really wish that they would put out on DVD or something. You can't do that on television.
Yeah.
That was such a... Do you have any of the VHS releases?
No.
I know they had VHS releases of that show.
Trash Bro says, wow, timeshares are a scam, so naturally Disney has one. No, it's not a scam. Basically, it's Disney's way. The only scam part of it would be that Disney is basically taking your money to ensure you're going to be going to Disney for X amount of years. Like they're giving you perks. They're making it cheaper for you. You're getting something out of it, but what they're getting out of it is that you're not going to be 1 year. You're not going to say, you know what? Let's go to Hawaii, or let's go to Universal instead, or let's not do Disney this year. You're not going to do that. You paid them. You're going to go now. So they basically have your money. You're going every year. That's the only thing they get you with. But for us, we're paying it. We did the math. We're paying. We bought in 2019. We're paying 2019 value resort prices for the next we did was it 30 something years we did it for 35 years or whatever. We're paying we're paying 2019 value resort prices for the next 34 years or 35 years. But we're not staying at value resorts. We're staying at the deluxe fancy pants Disney super nice resorts.
So you said, you said a 35-year contract?
I think it was 35 years, yeah.
That's a long time.
Usually they go for 50 years. We signed a smaller one. They're usually 50-year contracts. But if something happens to Brittany and I, you can put it in your will. It goes to Sean or whoever we want. So we're saving a ton of money by doing this because in 2020, the prices on those value resorts are going to go up by like however much money. We were looking at, like, we were talking to people who joined DVC back when they first did it. They're paying like $50 a night to stay at like the value resorts. So I mean, stay at they're paying like $50 a night to stay at Grand Floridian.
So how do you get charged? Like, do you pay once a year?
Well, you can finance it, but if you finance DVC, it makes no sense to do it because you're wasting money. The interest alone will kill you, and you might as well just not do it. I paid it completely out. I gave them my money. I gave them a lot of money up front. So I paid them up front, but then they do an annual. There's a $1,000 like yearly fee, so you do have to pay that. But that's it for a whole year.
You pay $1,000 a year
on top of what we paid. Yeah, that's for like upkeep and stuff like that, which they charge you for normally when you book a resort.
Is there any way, like, if you decide you're not using it, is there any way to get out of it? You said you can will it to someone. Can you sell it?
You can sell it. You can sell it. Yes, you can.
Interesting. Okay.
We actually looked into that too. We thought about buying a timeshare or DVC that somebody was trying to sell. We decided not to do it, but you can. Yeah, if for some reason we decide, you know what, we're done with Disney, we don't want to go anymore, which I don't see it happening. But if we ever do for some reason, we can sell it.
It sounds like a good deal.
It makes
yeah. But what, you go down frequently though. So like, how does that work for you? When you go down more than the average person, like you can't use your Disney Vacation Club like multiple times a year, can you?
Yeah, you could.
You can.
Yeah. Okay. In fact,
but you'd be paying more then, wouldn't you?
We bought enough points. It's a point based system. We bought enough points that we can go down for 2 weeks every single year.
Okay.
So what? For instance, in 2021. We're not doing a family trip because Brittany, I forget why she didn't want to do a family trip in 2021. But what we're going to do is I'm going to go down with the twins for a week during their 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World, and we're going to get a DVC resort. So that's 1 week, and then later on in the year, Brittany wanted to do a week trip with her. I think it was her aunt and her mom. So they're going to go down for a week. So we have it split there.
Can you change it up? Like, if you go to Disney World every year, can you, like, 1 year decide, oh, this year we'd like to go to their Hawaiian resort.
Yes.
We'd like to go on the Disney cruise.
Yep.
Or maybe Disneyland.
Yes, you can use your points towards any of that stuff.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
It is. People see it sounds like a ripoff. Like how is that a ripoff? Like,
well, Joey thinks everything's a ripoff.
I don't understand how...
Joey goes to McDonald's and is like, I want to buy the McNuggets off the value meal. And they're like, that's $1. And he's like, this is a scam.
I don't understand how saving a ton of... Like, literally saving thousands and thousands of dollars is a scam. I don't understand how that would be a scam. We've been wasting money. We've been going down since our honeymoon in 2010. Literally for the last 10 years, we've been wasting money. The only problem is I couldn't afford to pay for it outright. So I couldn't afford it back then. Once I was finally able to afford it, that's when we decided to jump on it. We've been wasting money, and now we get to stay in the deluxe resorts.
I would say it sounds like a great deal. The only thing is, my goal is to someday live in Florida, so I don't know if it would be worth it for me because that's my dream is to live in Florida.
Yeah, it was one of those things where, like, I think somebody in the chat said it before, like the if it's broke don't fix it thing, because Brittany and I were talking about moving to Florida too. We were thinking about moving down there so we'd be close to Disney World. We could just go all the time. But it's one of those things, like, we like where we live. Like, I love this area. There's so much cool stuff around here. It works out for cinema sickness with all the hunting locations. We live in a really good school district. We live in a great neighborhood. Everything about where we are, we don't hate where we live. We love where we live. So we were kind of like, do we want to move to Florida and then get there and be like, ugh, why do we move here? school district sucks, or
See,
or our town sucks, or horrible neighbors, or something like that.
See, I'm the opposite. I hate it up here. I really hate.
Well-
like my whole life, I've wanted to get out of this.
Well,
area.
you see, then for you it would make sense.
Yeah.
See, for us it was kind of one of those things where it's like we want to move, but at the same time, we like it here, so why move? But Dave, you and your wife got married in 2010. Yeah, isn't that what I said? Did I say something wrong? Oh, did you and your wife get married in 2010? Yes. I thought he was saying I said it wrong. Yes, in 2010 we got married. We've been married for this year will be 10 years married. Yikes. Noah says he goes more than most people, so it's worth it for him. Yeah, we go every year. We go for like 2 weeks every year.
Sav says I'm Sam's dream.
I think 2022, Brittany wants to do Disneyland. We're going to use our points to go there. Don't be scared to move away from your comfort zone. Things might be worse, but they also might be way better, says Chris. You're right, but here's the problem. My income is really based on cinema sickness. If I move down there, and one of two things, there's nowhere really to go to hunt, I'm screwed. I've hunted down there, and prices down there are a bit higher than they are here. I've gone in Goodwills, and movies are priced a little bit higher. Toys and stuff are priced a little bit higher. That could really hurt me as well. I mean, if you live in Chicago or whatever like that, you're not going to be like, oh, well, he lives in Florida now, I'm going to pay more for stuff off the cinema, off his store. No, you're going to want to pay the same exact price you're paying now. But I won't make as much. So it's one of those things where it's like, if I wasn't doing cinema sickness, then I might be a little bit more open to moving. But because this is what I do for a living, that could really hurt me. It could be. I mean, that could screw me over. Cinema sickness could be done if I moved to Florida and I couldn't hunt or I couldn't make any sales anymore. So,
Chargebro keeps asking if we remember Heat, Vision, and Jack. Yeah, it was a pilot starring Jack Black that never got picked up for a series.
Oh.
It's a shame. It should have been a series, but it wasn't. I always thought they should maybe turn it into a movie.
Joey, what's my best Dollar Tree find? I don't know.
Sav asks if I got a massage. I have not gotten a massage anytime recently. I've never had a massage.
Agent Pure says there's no way Dave will move that collection. Yeah, I don't even want to think about ever having to move this.
I already told him.
Oh my God.
I already told him how to handle it if he moves away. You leave the collection up here with Rick and I.
Hey, Rick's here. Wow. Did Rick really come onto the live stream with 4 minutes to go?
I said, leave the collection up here with Rick and I, and then every time he wants to see a movie, send us an email, and we'll mail him the disc in a little envelope, and then he watches it, emails it back to us, then we send him the next disc on his queue.
Yeah. Now moving this would be horrible. Oh my God, that would suck. I can't even think about that.
Movie John moved this week. I don't know if you saw that. Movie John.
I saw he's posting pictures of it. Yeah,
he's been complaining about moving his collection, and his collection. I don't know that he has a collection of the same magnitude.
When I moved from the condo, which was like 2 blocks away to here, I mean my collection, you saw it wasn't that big back then, and that was a pain in the butt to move. I can't imagine moving this. No. Rick says just wanted to pop in and say yo.
Quando, come with me to my condo. You know what movie that's from?
No.
I didn't think you would.
What's that from?
It's from Ernest Goes to Camp.
Oh.
At the end, when
I mean, I've seen the movie.
When Chuck's making the eggs erroneous, he makes his co-chef eat the eggs erroneous. He comes up as that guy and starts singing, Quando, come with me to my condo. And then Chuck eats the eggs erroneous because he wants to turn into that guy.
Wet Movies moving 1 mile too. 2 miles or 2,000 miles, same effort. Yeah, but again, when I moved, it wasn't even 2 miles, it was 2 blocks. When I moved 2 blocks from the condo to here, I moved maybe like 3 of these shelves. That was it. That's all I had to move. So that was a lot. There was a ton of boxes. Now I'm like, I can't even think about how I'd even go about moving this. That would be insane. Plus, I'd have to rebuild the entire library again. Also, our house would have to be huge because there's no basements in Florida, so I don't know where I'm putting my collection.
Who are the people in your neighborhood?
In your neighborhood.
In your neighborhood.
Why are we singing this song?
Because who are the people in your neighborhood? The people that you meet each day. The media collector's a person in your neighborhood. In your neighborhood.
Thomas says, my collection's like 1,000 of yours, and I can't imagine moving it at my parents' house when I move out. Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot to move it. Again, my collection was so much smaller than this, and I moved over. It was a pain. So I don't, yeah, moving this would suck. Hey, Rick says Knives comes out tomorrow, or Knives Out comes out. Knives Out comes out tomorrow. That's hard to say.
Chris Keller says, is anyone seriously going to pay for Quibi? Chris, I don't understand Quibi.
What the hell's Quibi?
Quibi is a streaming service designed just for cell phones, and all the content and shows are going to be 10 minutes or less.
Oh.
But they got like big name stars signing on to do 10-minute long shows.
They haven't Cinema Sickness signed on yet, so who cares?
Yeah. Well, I mean, even if you signed on, I could watch shows with you on another streaming service called YouTube.
They want to pay me, I'll move the Quibi. All right. So anyway, it's 10 o'clock, guys. I think we're done because I am starving.
Yeah. Trashbird says if the Reno 911 reboot actually happens, I'll get Quibi.
Man.
But even they are. Yeah, they're going to do new episodes of Reno 911 direct to Quibi.
Oh, are they? Like, that's what's happening?
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's like they're going to be 10-minute episodes.
That's stupid. I was excited for that. They're doing freaking hate streaming. Hate it. Down with streaming. Boo.
I'm going to be streaming in your bathroom in a little bit.
So, all right. All right, guys. That is it. Oh, is Movie Edge watching his own videos again? So, anyway, guys, that is it. Joking, Movie Edge. So, yeah. All right, that's it, guys. So, as always, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Check.
Wait. We can't end until Gary tells us his joke.
Oh, there's a joke?
Gary's stream ending joke. What did the German kid say when he pushed his brother off a cliff? Look, Ma, no Hans.
Wah, 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 wah. Anyway, so that is it. So yeah, check down below for a link to, if you're watching this back, check down below for a link to Joe's channel, Mega Podtastic. If you're
trying to hit 2,000 by my birthday, March 21st, so please hit the subscribe button and get 599 of your friends to hit the subscribe button.
And just do it now too. If you guys are watching now, and you're not already subscribed to Joe, again, it's Mega Podtastic. Give him a sub. But also check down below for links to Patreon, Spreadshirt, and the Cinema Sickness store. And I will see you guys in the next. I will see you. There you go. I will see you guys in the next video. We'll be wild and crazy, wild and crazy, guys.
Ew, wee.
Oh, you're French now?
No, apparently.
All right. So anyway, guys. Oh, Jesus, backwards? It does look like a beret if you wear it backwards. That's kind of weird. Anyways, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. I'll see you next video. Bye. It feels like it's been a long time since I've been to Burger King after a live stream. I've been missing it. Oh, you can taste those flames.